Steel Toe Morning Show.
Everybody, good evening. Welcome to the... Hey! What? There you go. Yeah. Come on. There we go. Welcome to the Steel Toe Evening Show. I'm Aaron. I don't know what the hell's going on with my music.
What are you doing?
I don't know. What are you doing?
No, what are you doing?
No, you wait.
Oh.
One of us has to go because you said, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
And then the other one goes, "What are you doing?" That's how the...
I thought they both did that.
No, remember? It's Johnny Depp goes, "What are you doing?" And he goes, "No, what are you doing?"
Oh, okay, so Johnny Depp doesn't have the accent.
He goes straight British with it. And then Jeffrey Rush goes pirate.
Of course you know his name.
Is it not okay to know that that's Jeffrey Rush?
I don't know.
He's a very famous actor.
I know.
It's okay to know Jeffrey Rush.
It's an interesting one to know.
It's not okay to watch The Late Shift and know John Michael Higgins and Daniel Roebuck.
You know, that's kind of...
That's problematic.
It is, though.
But knowing Jeffrey Rush is okay. He's in a lot of good stuff. He's in, like, The King's Speech, all of the Pirates movies, gayBritishshit.org. He's in all those movies.
.com.
You know, as this thing grows in, I like it more. I did last year, too. The only thing I don't like it's the last evening show of the week.
Are you all right?
Ever since I got done with boxing today, I've been sleeping all day.
Yeah, today was tough.
Oh, my God.
It was a sleepy one. I don't know.
But I've said for years now since we started this schedule, Wednesdays are my worst days. Wednesdays are dead days. And I went boxing after the show today. And then I went upstairs. April was just at the tail end of a nap. So I said, you know what? I'll climb in bed, too, and I'll catch a little sleep.
I'm not a good napper, though. And
you napped pretty well today.
No. What I'm trying to say is, like, the sleeping part is fine. It's the waking up in the middle of the day and not knowing where I am or, you know, what time it is. That's really annoying to me, and then I feel like I've wasted my day.
This was weird. Yesterday, I slept from 8 to 11, and then I woke up, and I stayed up till like 2. That was a really weird sleep pattern. To go sleep from 8 to 11. Then you wake up at 11, you can't go back to sleep because now your body's waking up. So your body's going like this instead of coming down like this. So you got to wait for your body to go rip, boop, and come back down. That sucks.
So you're like a yo-yo.
Yeah. Like a yo-yo, baby go. Ah, fuck, I forgot that. It was an Eric Church song and I fucked it up.
That's an Eric Church song?
Going to right up and down, driving me crazy. Keep yanking my chain, baby. Don't stop. Don't stop.
He's cute, isn't he?
I'm a broke record. A broke record. You got my heart skipping a beat, run the needle through, and then hit repeat. I'm a broke record. A broke record. You're a song I got to sing along with, and then when I reach the end, I got to play it again and again and again and again. That's Broke Record by Eric Church.
It's the little look on your face that I think is cute. I don't like the song, obviously. But.
I've got bad news about Machine Gun Kelly, and that makes me happy.
No. Oh, is it about the tattoo?
Dude, you guys want to know about some 3-on-1 shit? So when we hang out with the Ricadas, those fucking retards all like Machine Gun Kelly, and they'll play him. Nick's the only polite one. He's the only one who's like, I'm not going to play this fucking shit around you.
No, Lady Rackets won't do it either. I don't think she plays it on purpose around you.
She doesn't have any control.
What?
She doesn't control the music. Generally speaking.
Look, I feel like Nick and I do definitely.
So what you're saying is
control the music usually.
What you're saying is you're the only one who will taunt me with Machine Gun Kelly.
No, he'll do it too, on occasion.
Until I threaten to play Kill Shot.
It is interesting. Like, yeah, us three do really like him.
Yeah.
And then there's Aaron just being a fuddy-duddy
Those three like the worst fucking punk music. They don't even like good punk.
Whatever.
Like, there's good punk music, and they play, what's that Republic band? Or not Republic. It's some gay, like a form of government and an adjective. Like, running republic or sweet-spirited democracy. Or like those gay fucking punk bands with the gay names. Or like old time glory and shit like that. There's a
Newfound Glory?
Newfound Glory, that's the one. They're so fucking bad, and you guys love that shit.
I don't even want to keep listing things I like now.
Oh my God, it's so bad. Because everybody who likes music knows there's really good punk music.
What do you consider to be good punk music? Because to me, punk music is just fun, shitty.
The Clash, the Ramones.
Not that, you know.
The Clash, the Ramones, the Sex Pistols. Yeah. That's all really good punk.
That's fair.
New punk is fucking garbage. It's all whiny white boys from the suburbs.
Yes, but we don't listen to it pretending it's anything else.
Good. Just a couple drops. It was just a couple drippy drops.
You spilled already. Can I have a coaster, please?
I spilled on Gino and Keanu's Save the Date.
Don't do that, please.
Hold on. I can do this. I can fix this. I'm like Luke Wilson in Old School. I can fix this.
Can you not use their Save the Date as a coaster for your chalky milk?
I had a little, look at that size chalk. That's such a responsible size chalky milk to drink. Oof, excuse me. It comes up.
I really don't know what to make of you right now.
Look at this little chalky milk. No, so those three will listen to really shit, and I don't mind if they all like a certain thing.
Look, Tyler Posey's great.
Oh, no, he's not.
He's cute, too.
Like, he's fine, but
I've kind of got a crush on him.
Yeah.
I think he's really short, though, so like he wouldn't actually make the cut.
But he's not punk.
Really?
That's more like, he's just a whiny rock kind of guy.
Fine. Like I thought whiny rock, like, technically was punk.
There's a big difference. Punk is, like, super fucking, like, whiny, oh, the girl, and I like her, and does she notice me, and I don't know, and are you hurting? Who gives a fuck?
So what do you, like...
Fuck her.
What?
Go ahead.
What do you classify the All-American Rejects as? I'm curious to see if you think it's just whiny rock or punk.
I think they're punk.
Because I think they're punk.
I think they're new punk, which is shit. New punk is not punk. It's like new country is not country. New punk is not punk. Punk is the card cheat. Punk is, I'll give you punk. Punk would be Blitzkrieg Bop. Poison Heart.
That stuff's like not bad. It's just
I want to be
people think
sedated.
of punk, they're not thinking of that right now. That's all good stuff.
But that's all punk was.
Yes,
and then they tried to resurrect it in the 2000s, and it's like, guys, this is gay. You guys got to wear leather and be Nazis and beat the shit out of people.
Dude, I fucking love
and they're now they're being fags.
Tell me I ever want to wear my light colored jeans. I always wear black and then a black leather jacket and black fucking cowboy boots.
Which is fine. But
punky.
Modern and I think people who like modern punk don't like using this word, but unfortunately it's more fitting. Then it's not punk. Really what it is it's emo.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah, it's more emo music.
A lot of them like call themselves that in their music too. Like they talk about how they're emo or whatever.
But I think a lot of people started calling it punk because they were embarrassed by the term emo. Because emo was like next to goth, and that's gay.
One of the oldest Ricada kids the other day was remarking on how she liked like my outfits and like the music I like and stuff, and she was calling me, I think, a goth cowboy. And I was really sickly into it. Like she liked it.
Goth cowboy.
I don't know. I thought it was kind of cute.
Yeah. So anyway, you guys, so those three will like Machine Gun Kelly. So anytime something bad happens to him, I'm really happy. And I want to tell, like, I get really excited to tell them about it.
Is it about the tattoo?
No, nothing to do with the tattoo.
Because he got kind of railroaded too for. I'm not like, look.
I hope he got railroaded by 7 black dudes.
Basically, I don't like these like blackout tattoos. I don't think they're very.
They're gay.
Yeah, they're pretty gay. The whole reason I like tattoos is because they're a picture. They have details.
Yeah, they're a mosaic.
Yeah, so like the blackout stuff's just kind of dumb to me. He makes it look good. Like how he did it, I think.
You just like him.
But I don't like them that way.
You think it looks terrible. You just like that he's wearing it.
Right. He has like just enough swagger to pull it off.
The tattoo is shit. It's garbage.
Yes, but he can pull it off.
He can't
For
even.
me.
No, he can't. You're right. He can't pull it off. You just like him, so you give him a pass.
Yes. Yes, that is it. I'm not fighting you.
It's like me and my goatee.
Yes.
I'm wearing it, so you give it a pass.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Except when it pokes me, it hurts.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I was getting into that. This is now in the stage where it's harmful because it's growing out, so it's pokey.
Can you get like a beard conditioner or something and soften it? Or is that not a thing?
Yeah. Those are things.
Why don't you do that?
All right.
You're hurting my face.
Fuck.
Where was I going with this blackout thing? Oh yeah, the blackout tattoo that MGK got recently and revealed recently. A lot of black people did not like that he did that.
Good.
It's not on his face or anything.
I hope they hold him down.
It was
Fuck
just partial arms and his chest and stuff.
Yeah. No, I got a way better story than that.
Really?
But you know how I said, you're like, oh, you must be all right because he landed Megan Fox. Remember I've been telling you Megan Fox is going through a midlife crisis because she got divorced and he's totally a rebound dude?
Yeah, I actually just listened to her on a podcast.
Well, guess what? He's totally a rebound dude. She was just rebelling because she's a dumb hua who abandoned her family. And now it's all coming crashing down. And Brian Austin Green, is that the guy?
That's her ex.
He's the winner.
What?
Brian Austin Green wins.
No fucking way.
She
Don't
dated
say
a
this.
drug addict loser, and then he just went, I'm going to have a good life with my kids. Fuck Megan Fox and her pussy. I used to really like her. She went and dated a retard when she could have had anybody else. Imagine if she would have found herself a nice, clean-cut fella, like maybe a quarterback in the NFL.
She's not clean-cut.
A white one.
You don't want her to find a clean-cut guy because she's not one. You don't want to do that to that guy.
She needs to get balanced out. And like a
That's not gonna happen.
like a 6'4" quarterback. You know who could straighten her out? Tyreek Hill.
How tall is MGK? He's pretty fucking tall.
It's like 6'3", 6'4".
I bet he's taller than that.
No, he's not. We've looked this
Really?
up before. He's my height.
God, he's so tall looking.
Well, that's because he stands next to tiny people. Yeah, he's 6'4".
Okay.
My height.
Fine.
So, if Megan Fox dated like an athlete who hits women, that would have, Tyreek Hill would have gotten her behavior.
I like how Aaron sits on here and promotes crazy women to go be with men that hit them.
If you're going to be with Machine Gun
disavow.
Kelly, we've got to get you straightened out. Nobody should be with him. He's a dangerous man.
Nobody should be with her either, though.
That's probably
He's not
true.
dangerous. He's just emotional. What's dangerous about him at all?
He's a drug addict. He's a drug addict and he's emotional.
Oh my
That's
God.
a dangerous combination.
That sounds like all of Hollywood, okay?
All of Hollywood is dangerous.
She's part of it. I don't know. He's no more
Foosball is-
dangerous than Epstein and shit like that.
Wow,
Are you
way to
kidding
set
me?
the bar high.
Yeah.
MGK is better than Epstein.
Yes, he is.
First of all, debatable. Second of all, low bar, so it doesn't count.
God. Wow.
Is he better than? All right, let's go. Let's say you had the choice to date. I almost said Brian Austin Green, Machine Gun Kelly, or the lovely and talented Zac Efron, who was wonderful in The Iron Claw.
That's not a fucking
Why not?
question.
He's in Hollywood.
Of course I'm going to date Zac Efron, but
Because he's an adorable
if I really
man.
wanted to go off the deep end for a week, shit. It's just he's.
I was gonna say we're
not-
killing those drug rumors right
no,
now.
not that.
Oh, I'd love to go
Have
tear
you
into
seen-
Machine Gun
no,
Kelly's
it's
asshole.
His music.
It's terrible music.
I don't give a shit if you think it's terrible. I'm not fighting you. I like it.
I'm a broke record.
Yeah,
broke record. You got my heart, skip, in a beat, run the
That's
needle
the
through,
most
and then hit
faggy
repeat.
song I've ever heard you sing of Eric Church's.
Oh, I can get worse.
Faggy. They could both be fag-like songs. They just are, okay?
Right.
They just are.
Yeah.
They're two different genres. They're both shit. They're not good.
Quarter
I'm not fighting it at all.
Quarter Notes and Hank's Halftime are playing on this heart of mine. Song by song, I spend my time with this fuck
Wow.
on 10. Your Good and Gone keeps me up all night, along with songs in the key of life. I'm going to get over you, but I'm going to blow out my ears. Yeah, you're out there now doing God knows how, and I'm stuck here having a record year. Your leaving left me going crazy. I'm waiting on a needle to save me. I put it.
Wow.
Nope, because it's a record needle. The next line is I put it in the groove, and it goes round and round and down in a spiral.
You put it in the groove, huh? And then you're spiraling.
I guess I really ought to call and thank you. I rediscovered Red-Headed Stranger, got down with old James Brown, and found new grass revival. If you find your way back, I owe you a beer for my record year. Poetry. Beautiful. I want to get my heart broken just so I can play that song. It's so good.
Well, you keep singing it to me, and it's going to get there. I don't know what else to tell you.
Hey.
Like, I don't want it to get to that point. And
so
you
and I are
sound like the only thing I like is shitty punk music. That's not true. I like shitty everything.
No, that's what's heartbreaking about you is half of your musical taste. I would say 60% of your musical taste is very good.
Dude, I can't even go on a car ride and listen to your music library for the whole drive. It'll put me the fuck to sleep or give me depression.
It's so good though.
No, it's not. It's all very just gay. Fucking, what is that guy's name? Brian White.
Brian White is fantastic.
Don't you play it? Don't get our show popped for fucking Brian White.
Sitting on Go is such a good song.
I don't care. It is so gay. You cannot call different emo punk songs gay and then listen to Brian White.
Brian White is so good. Of all the names you could have
pulled. Even Brian, the name Brian.
Oh, man.
It's
Hey, whenever you're ready, I could be yours in a second or so. Oh, I'm ready and waiting. My heart's sitting on Go.
They're all bad.
Oh, it's off to the races. All you got to do is let me know. Hey, baby, come and get me. My heart's sitting on Go.
Okay, but the difference is your shit will literally put people to sleep or give them depression, and mine will keep people up and happy in a way.
I debate.
Because even when they're singing shitty, sad stuff, it still sounds up.
Nick tried to convince me that MGK was good one day. He goes, no, buddy, listen. It's the vivid imagery of his words. I'm like,
God, that's so fucking true.
I said that's what we call simple.
Have you ever seen any of his videos? Oh, man.
He just puts people in there fucking. That's easy. Anybody can just, hey, here's a song.
And then country music, let's have a beer and a guitar, man. And
that's
some
hard.
Aviator
Sunglasses. It's hard to have aviator sunglasses, play a guitar, and drink a beer. That's difficult.
No, it's not. And then you go every now and then.
He does not do that.
I got
He's too
fucking
classy.
grizzly in my lip.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't chew. I had to begrudgingly admit to April yesterday that I really liked a Morgan Wallen song.
I like that one, though.
What is it? You Proof?
Yeah, You Proof.
I love that. I heard I had an Eric Church song on, and I let it play through, so it went to a related playlist, and it went Morgan Wallen, You Proof, and I'm like, this song fucks. And then there was another Morgan Wallen song, Man Built a Bar.
Okay.
Guess who features in that one?
Not Eric Church, right?
EC features in that one, yeah.
Don't call him EC. You guys are not fun. Excuse me, you're not friends.
We are fun, but we're pals.
I didn't want to ever admit this to myself, and it happened probably 2 months ago. But I was driving here from Litchfield, I think, and I was listening to a country shuffle playlist on YouTube that was not my library.
Yeah.
And it brought up a bunch of Morgan Wallen songs, and I'd never
They're pretty
listened
good,
to him.
Right?
And I hated to admit it, but I liked at least 3 of them.
He's pretty good.
I liked You Proof. I liked Thinking About Me. And you can't call Thinking About Me country. I'm sorry. It sounds
not.
Kind of like a rappy, Sam Hunt vibe, but I really
if we go out tonight, do you want to listen to some Morgan Wallen and see how much we like? You want to throw on a Morgan Wallen library?
Not really. I'll play a couple songs.
Because I don't know if I like him or not. I just know the 2 I like.
I know 2 that I like.
All right.
Whiskey Glasses is just kind of overdone now.
It's too popular.
I can't
feel like
get
I'm
on board
jumping
with that.
on.
But You Proof and Thinking About Me, I like Thinking About Me a lot.
Man Built a Bar. I think you should listen to that one. We'll see. But anyway,
I like that.
We're
just sitting here in our fucking sadness.
I'm just thinking of song. Sadness?
Love our shitty music.
Oh, I love my music.
I do too. I love it.
Helgi says Lady Rackets has bad music taste anyway. That is not true. Look.
Hey.
I know there have not been kind things said between Lady Rackets and myself, but I will defend her music selection as someone who grew up listening to the same shit she did. It's fantastic. Musical taste.
I will confidently say 3 of us 4 compadres have good music taste, and I'll let you decide which ones.
Look, man, anyone, when you can throw on Colin Ray, Tanya Tucker, Lori Morgan, and Brian White back to back to back to back, and she knows all of them.
Please tell me she doesn't like Brian
she
White.
Loves Brian White. Oh, she is a Brian White fan.
I love her, and I love you, but Brian White's got to go.
No.
It makes you
My
like,
heart's
it's gay.
sitting on go.
Stop. No, see, now that when I watch you do that with your stupid face and stuff, like I can't.
What's the other one?
I can't find that attractive.
Someone
sorry.
else's star is sad. I don't want that one. Brian White songs. There's Sitting on Love. Rebecca Lynn is good, but So Much for Pretending. That's a fucking awesome song.
Oh, that's disgusting. I know that song. I like some Black Hawk.
Oh, I bet you do.
I
you
like-
fucking dirty birdie.
I like Brooks and Dunn.
Sure.
I like Luke Combs.
Yeah.
I like Chris Young.
You're welcome for Luke Combs.
You didn't show me him.
That was me.
He literally came up
I
like
literally
when we were both adults and both listening.
No, I literally showed everyone Luke Combs. I'm actually responsible.
I hate to break your heart, but every single house party or garage party I ever went to before I dated you was Luke Combs music.
I showed them Luke Combs.
No.
Yeah.
Don't Tempt Me was like everywhere.
Yeah.
And what's the one with the scratch off ticket?
The rains when it rains it pours.
When it rains it pours. Oh yeah, that was everywhere.
But
sorry, that wasn't you, man.
Yeah, it does to me and beer. Beer never broke my heart.
Can you talk?
I wrote those two. Coltrane with $2 says my son Jackson is 6 today. He wants DQ. Hey Jackson, how you doing, buddy?
Happy birthday.
Boys and girls, it is 195 is the number today, and it is it is the final evening show of the week. So we have tonight's goal and tomorrow morning's goal, and that's it. Then it's Rumble Link Fridays. That's always a fun day. 195 is the number, so we're already under 200 before the top of the hour. Let's keep knocking it out. Women should never touch radio dials or stereos, says Kip Smith.
No. Like, if I'm driving, that's my radio.
I love that people are coming up with punk band names. Slammin' Minutemen. Yeah, they all have, like, really shitty, like, way tough guy last names more than they should have because they're all gay. And then, like, gay adjectives in front of it.
I want to, like, look at my YouTube library here and, like, bring up some of the bands that I really like
so
lately,
bad.
but I'm really afraid now of the backlash.
Yeah. I think what happened was the Ricadas actually poisoned her mind. She didn't like this much punk.
Oh, fuck
before.
not. Fuck that. It's
Fuck
that
not.
you didn't. I listened to that shit privately, and then the Ricadas taught me that I was okay and safe to listen to that stuff because they liked it too. And now I have friends to listen to it with.
Well, now I
It's
can.
really nice.
Well, mine sounds gay on my end. Well, now I can finally listen to Lori Morgan and not feel ashamed.
And fucking Pam Tillis over
Oh,
here.
fucking Pam Tillis. Maybe it was. That's right. That's another one she likes.
That's a great song.
Pam Tillis.
But
Maybe
that's
it was
where
Memphis.
It starts and stops.
Livin' La Vida Loca is
I fucking
fantastic.
hate that song.
Shake the Sugar Tree is killer. Pam Tillis can fuck.
She's probably dead.
No.
Actually, I don't think she.
The lovely daughter
can
of
fuck.
Mel Tillis.
That doesn't mean she's alive.
No, you're right. That in and of itself does not mean she's alive. You're correct. 2000 indie is greater than punk, says Barbecue Anon.
Look, I'm not putting punk like above anything. I just I like it.
Steel Toe, what kind? I'm Steel, your toe, I think. Steel, what kind of punk are you vibing to? Card Sheet by The Clash, Ramones, Sex Pistols, the classics.
I'm Steel, your toe.
Oh, am I? Oh.
Like, okay,
Shit.
yeah, lately I really like Blink-182. I like My Chemical Romance. I like Tyler Posey. I like
Blink-182, I can't.
Mod Sun. I like God, there's so many. It's hard. My Chemical Romance has a few good ones.
I don't know what happened, but like when I was growing up, Blink-182 came out, and they were like,
I love Blink-182.
But wait,
this is
here's-
what I came down here to listen to. It's a great song.
Here's the weird thing about Blink-182. When they first came out, people were like, they're okay. Like, they kind of got lost in the shuffle because that was rock rap era. So it was like everyone was into Korn, Limp Bizkit, Kid Rock, Eminem, all that. And Blink-182 was more like Bloodhound Gang level. And then all of a sudden, fucking like 5 years ago, everyone starts liking Blink-182 again. I think it's because the drummer almost died and then the lead singer believes in aliens now. So like they got new life. They're a very mid band. They're remarkably mid. Those bands where you're like, I don't mind.
Blink-182's mid?
Yeah, like, those bands where you're like, these guys are okay. But then everyone likes them so much where you're like, well, I don't hate them, but it looks like I hate them because I put them in this perspective. And everyone else is like, holy shit, they fucking recreated Fire. And you're like, guys, they're okay. You know, they're like bowling for soup.
I like The Offspring, a whole big bunch. I like, is it Simple Plan? Yep. Secondhand Serenade.
I got to see
I'm
what
big into Tool
hold
lately.
on.
That's not punk.
Just wait, because I want to get to the bottom of the chat. And I want to see what the audience thinks about these bands you're about to list off.
Deftones.
Let's see. April dressed like a gilf tonight. How do you hate Livin' La Vida Loca? It's so fun. Livin' La Vida Loca is a great song.
I really don't
Crunchy's
like that
right.
song. MGK, of course, like I said. Nine Inch Nails is big for me right now.
9 Inch Nails is good.
I fucking love 9 Inch Nails.
All right. Gay musical taste, April.
I know.
My Chemical Romance fucks.
Yes.
Blink 182, give Win by 2 a call. He'll play you a cover. Yeah, he loves Blink 182.
Ew. Boys Like Girls has a few good ones.
Stink 182, someone says. I mean, that doesn't really mean anything.
Good one,
that's
guys.
just mean-spirited. Blink 182's What's My Age Again video is footage of Aaron taking a shit.
The Chili Peppers, I listen to them a lot. Hinder.
Curmudgeon Butterflies. All American Rejects, I dare you, they're not bad. They're fine. Like, I just don't.
Yeah, the All American Rejects are great.
Fine. Like, I don't go out of my way. That's all.
Volbeat's big for me right now.
Volbeat's fantastic. First of all, please don't put them in the. Let's not.
No, I'm just kind of saying what's big for me right now.
Let's not.
That's not punk.
That's like mixing races. I'm against it.
The Ricada showed me. I don't know how to say his name. Swecco. That guy's fucking weird, but he's great.
All that shit's bad too.
I
They like
him
a lot of gay pop.
I never knew that one. That is one they did show me.
Who's that one that you guys play? That's one song you play all the time. It's fucking terrible, and I don't have the heart to tell you guys that it's terrible.
We might know that it's
What's
terrible.
her name?
Her name?
With the song. It's a pop song.
It's a girl?
Yeah. You guys play it all the time.
Probably like Ava Max.
Yeah, what's that song?
I don't know.
The song that you guys
don't play the motto much. Like
that one.
That's
so bad.
Something that we don't play anymore. That's been a while ago. Yeah, I do like Tiesto and stuff like that quite a bit, or David Guetta.
Oh boy. I need to see Judgment.
Mod's son is really, really growing on me. I love him.
Oh boy. Let's see what I got to see what the audio. I love the Deftones. That's another good one.
That's what I said. I said Deftones.
Deftones. April is based. Tool. Deftones. Offspring.
Yeah.
9 Inch Nails. April is getting a little less gay.
Shit, yeah. And then I've been on like a Huey Lewis and the News kick lately too.
That's
and
a great
like a
one.
Belinda Carlisle thing.
Get into Genesis if you would.
I have a few Genesis songs. I've been going.
Dig into Genesis.
Oh, the Killers are okay. Yeah. So I've been like in a punk mode and then like an old school song mode.
Nana says, holy fuckaroni, you both have the worst taste.
I know. See, I'm not fighting. I've been in a big 5-finger death punch phase. They've got a lot of hits that I didn't really respect before.
Really? I'm okay with 5-finger death punch.
Shinedown is fucking great.
Shinedown's good. Devil's a great song.
Yeah, come at me. I love these songs.
Laundry Room says, I saw Volbeat open up for Metallica. They were okay.
Linkin Park is big for me.
Snookerman with $2 says, shout out to Win by 2. I like John.
I don't.
John took advice from me not too recently, and I don't think he'll admit that he took the advice, but he did take the advice. I said, dude, be original, drop the red bar shtick, take the sunglasses off, like be your own man, and then he started doing that, and I was really proud of him. But I think he's too proud to give me credit because that'll make it look like this guy he shit on before his daddy, and he doesn't want me to be daddy. But I'm not. I'm just a guy who gave him good advice. He took it, and it worked out for him. And he's welcome.
Well, actually, holy shit, Laundry Room. I saw Volbeat open up for Metallica, too. Interesting. I'm also big
April was disappointed in
Volbeat. They didn't play their hit songs at the time. They were trying to promote new ones, and I thought that was not the time for it. System of a Down is great. Stone Temple Pilots is great.
Okay, no. We got it. No, okay. You're playing like rock bands that everyone loves.
They're ones that I love. I'm just letting people know I'm not completely
I'm talking about the punk stuff.
Well,
we were trying to get into that.
I listed most of those.
You're listing bands like that's like saying, "Hey, the Beatles, guys, what do you think of them?" Yeah,
Rise Against, Savior by Rise Against is like my shit right now.
Rise
I can't stop.
Rise Against is another one that's just kind of whiny white guy music.
Well, then there's no pleasing you.
No, there is pleasing me. It's just I can't get cucky, whiny white guy music. I can't get into.
It's not cucky. Why does everyone use that word wrong? You're doing it.
It's cucky white guy music.
Word wrong.
All right, pussy. I won't use cucky.
Cucky doesn't make sense in that
pussy
whole
white.
scenario.
Okay, pussy white guy music. There, I'll use that.
Jason Hudson said I prefer 10-inch nails. Dude,
some people are size queens.
Dude, I fucking love. Yeah, Newfound Glory's growing on me. That's punk.
That's another pussy white guy.
There's
thing.
a song I really like where they mention Silverstein and Taking Back Sunday, and now I have to learn those bands too so that I can get on board with them.
I agree with fuck you, dude. Fuck the Beatles, overrated horseshit. But that kind of feels like a yeah, man kind of take. So I don't like saying it out loud.
I'm just kind of scrolling through songs I've added lately just to see.
Old Rise Against, good new Rise Against blows. What is Aaron's favorite hard rock band? Ooh.
Good Charlotte is all right.
What is my favorite? What's my favorite hard rock band? That's tough.
Cox. Probably. I don't know.
Shit. We're not going to count Guns N' Roses, are we? Well, I guess Guns N' Roses, you could go hard rock. They're a little ballady.
I like Guns N' Roses.
Dude, this might make people upset. I might go Volbeat, Rob Zombie, or Guns N' Roses or Godsmack.
Do you know what's fucked up? And Zach Halverson would be so proud of me.
You love Shinedown?
I already said I love Shinedown. No, this is a different one. There are a few Imagine Dragons songs out there that are fucking great. And I never respected them in the past. It's not all of them. I don't like them all, but there's a couple.
I got to stay away from you three. I'm going to turn homosexual.
That's fine.
It's going to be bad. Rise Against sucks. Prostitute Disfigurement. Primus. I never got into Primus. I was not a Primus guy.
Man.
Sorry,
I think
Charlie.
The Kid Leroy is pretty good, actually.
Savior is a sad gay ballad, and it's acceptable, but not good. Well, Crunchy Cynicism's all over your ass on this stuff.
If you do the acoustic version of Savior, too, that's a good one. I'm turning gay like that, too. They've showed me a few acoustic versions of songs I really like.
God, you guys really are the
really
biggest
good.
nerds in the fucking world.
I shouldn't even throw Lady Rackets under the bus.
Dude, I'm sorry, but I'm so much cooler than all of you.
I don't care about being cool. I've never cared about being cool.
This is bad.
I've never cared.
You guys can't just be listening to acoustic.
Breaking Benjamin.
Oh my God.
All-time low. Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't like being this cool. It makes me feel like I'm hanging out with retarded
The red
people.
jumpsuit apparatus.
Oh, fuck.
I've listed all the ones that I'm really having in my
Does anybody just listen to a fucking Travis Tritt song and vibe anymore? Jesus.
Yes.
Does nobody
this
just
is not,
listen to Country Club and go?
It's not exclusive.
That's for sure. That part's true.
It's fucking music.
It's not. It's
Why
not
does
exclusive.
it have to be one or the other?
I know, but like, it's not lean in.
Dude, I have the Monroes. I have them in my library.
The Monroes are not terrible.
Fuck yourself.
How come when I like it, then all of a sudden it doesn't feel?
No, I'm just saying, like, you always like pretend I don't have anything good in my library.
April, you are approaching levels of based I didn't know you could reach, says Laundry Room.
You have no idea. I actually have to keep that shit under wraps.
Thank you.
I'm not trying to.
T. Jefferson says April does listen to seriously mid whiny pop punk. That is how I classify it.
Though. That's okay.
I would say mid whiny pop punk is the best description I've ever heard.
That's fine. I'm totally cool with it.
April's still the queen of the hackverse. $2 from Snookerman.
I don't know how to be queen of something I don't know about.
You're the, queen of the hackverse. Just wear it. Like people, you know how like celebrities get honorary doctorates to schools they've never been to?
No.
Yeah, that's just you like Bill Cosby. That's a great example.
This
April, just be like Bill Cosby. That's all.
I don't want to be like Bill Cosby.
Mentions punk, fails to mention the Clash. Failure State 9-8. That is. I mentioned the Clash. I did that.
Yeah, we mentioned the Clash and the Ramones.
I shot the Clerk and the Sex Pistols. Whiny pop punk can be great. Leave Britney alone. Aaron, Mrs. Nana, and I have been drinking many drinks. You should check your texts. Oh no.
My God, no.
I don't want to do this.
Are they both texting you? Are they propositioning you?
It's the show line. Okay, so I do have some texts in the show. On the show, what do you call it?
We left all the shades open.
For fuck's sake. Don't send me that shit. It was a guy eating pussy.
Wow.
I don't know if it was them.
Aaron just got sent a guy eating pussy.
No, but I don't know if it was them. It was just a hair, and it was a No. I don't need to see that shit. You know? It doesn't need to be sent.
So you're not into the whole eating pussy and kicking
ass?
I
love eating pussy and kicking ass. Those are two of my favorite. I'm all out of ass. Oh, God. Let's continue.
What'd that guy say?
Paul R. Nelson, that is a great name for a punk band. Yeah, Rotting Christ. That
probably exists somewhere.
Yeah, there's probably a punk band named Rotting Christ. All right, let's get into a show today, shall we?
No.
A bunch of super chats came in. There were a couple bucks at a time. I think it's worth dropping the goal down by $5. 190 away from tonight. Let's go ahead and do that, and we'll go to 9:30 this evening. 190 is the number. PayPal, Streamlabs, Venmo, Super Chats, memberships, gifted memberships. Thank you guys very much for all of your money and support. Now, a lot of people were asking before the show started, Aaron, how are the yoga videos coming? How's this going? How's that going? The last hour and a half of today's show was just wild with boners.
I literally thought about that so many times today. That whole segment was just...
Yeah, that was...
so good.
It had an impact on me. It had an impact.
Yeah, deep impact.
That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, there was a deep impact on those videos. It was...
like you were deeply impacted?
Well, no, I deeply impacted others due to my appreciation of those videos. Partially due to those appreciation of those videos is all I will say. Let's try to keep it classy here, boys and girls.
I think waiting for you to stop.
I think we all know what happened in Casa de Steel Toe after the show today. I don't think it needs to be spoken.
Jesus Christ, stop talking about it then.
I don't think it needs to be spoken. What happened is what I'm saying.
God.
But yes, those holy shit, I did not know you were allowed to do that stuff on YouTube. Some of that stuff I didn't know you could do on Pornhub.
Yes, you did. Of course you can put that stuff on there.
Sarcasm. Exaggeration. These are all facets of comedy.
Poorly delivered.
Oh, well then thank you for your judgment. I appreciate it. But yes, it was thank you to Cup King. Thank you to Zen Rhino and a few other people. No thank you to Hobo Chili Recipe who tried to kill our vibe.
I thought the guy this morning was Can King.
Oh, Can King, not Cup King. Oh, how fucking dare I?
Yeah.
Mix up the Can King and the Cup King.
How dare you?
The Can King would be a guy who's a homeless guy who pushes around a shopping cart. That would be the Can King. All right, but yes, those videos are holy shit. I didn't know you were allowed to do that. All right, let's go to this bad news on MGK because that's what started the whole show tonight. I'm so happy that this made in hell union is finally coming to an end. Because
now this behavior though is going to cause me to be celebrating every time Eric Church has a downfall.
Never does,
which I would have never done before.
But he never does. I like people who don't have downfalls. You like people who have Down syndrome.
You know, MGK has an album called "Tickets to My Downfall."
Oh, well, good. You know what? Those tickets are paying off now. I think he's
going to be fine.
He's never been the most successful guy. He's always been kind of like on the fringes of. He's never really been a mainstream success.
That's interesting because MGK net worth. He's worth at minimum $25 million. I say he's doing fine.
That's nothing.
What the fuck?
That's
You're going to get $25 million handed to you and you're going to say it's nothing?
Eric Church net worth $40 million.
Yeah, it's really not that much.
Eric Church could burn his money in front of MGK and still have more than enough.
No, he can't.
He could go, hey, MGK, let's all burn dollar bills until we run out. And then he would run out and Eric's like, oh, I'm still going to be comfortable the rest of my life, homeboy. How you doing? I bet you dead Nipsey Hussle is worth more than MGK. Nipsey Hussle net worth.
What? We're not comparing anything about Nipsey Hussle.
11.3 million. He's been dead forever.
And MGK, per usual, because your fucking fag taste in music is coming out in Eric Church and mine's apparently MGK.
All right, here. Luke, I don't even like Luke Bryan anymore.
We're not comparing
Holy
those two.
Shit. $160 million.
Yeah, but we weren't comparing them.
Like
Eric Church and MGK almost have no difference.
All right, so who's one of MGK's contemporaries? Who came out around the same time? Is him probably about 8-10 years ago. Who came out about 2016? Should we say? Boy, that's a tough one. Fuck. April's not helping.
I don't know actually. Okay, here. Ready?
April doesn't want to help.
You've got a whole computer in front of you.
I do have a whole computer in front of me.
Who?
Pizza roll with $4.99. Thank you very much, buddy. 185 away from today's goal. We appreciate that.
Here, seeing as you won't use your computer.
Waka Flocka. Let's do that one.
Who did?
Here. Waka Flocka net worth. It's only $7 million for Waka Flocka.
You didn't say it. Flocka.
Flocka.
Mod Sun, MGK, Swecco, Black Bear, G-Eazy, NF.
Time out. None of these
Oaks.
people are mainstream successful.
Fuck yeah, they are.
These are all
G-Eazy?
Go
okay. Fuck yourself.
G-Eazy, yes. The rest of them are very obscure.
You're obscure.
G-Eazy net worth $15 million.
That's it?
So all these guys are relatively successful.
Okay, so you see, MGK is really not doing that bad.
I know I'm saying none of these guys are doing like super great. They're all kind of like,
you know what?
They've made a nice career on the fringes, is what I'm saying.
If somebody wanted to hand me $25 million minimum, I'm doing fine.
As Eminem once said, I got more fans than you in your own city. Little kitty, go play.
And now he's selling spaghetti.
MGK can't sell spaghetti.
MGK is having fun.
Who sells more spaghetti?
At
Eminem?
Club 11 in Miami.
Who sells more spaghetti? Eminem or MGK? First of all, selling spaghetti is hard. Anybody can just make that shit. It's hard to sell people spaghetti. Who sells more? First of all, Eminem sells more albums. Second of all, he sells more spaghetti. So he's got him beat on the culinary and music fronts, and he's way past his prime. How much?
You're way too invested in this.
Please show me. That's because I get tortured with this shit 24 hours a day.
Stop listening.
From 3 people who claim they love me. And then they torture me with subpar music.
Well, then we're clearly lying to you.
They torture me with subpar music. Play good shit.
We play good shit all the time. I think basically, like, I played country music yesterday.
No, you play Volbeat and stuff like that.
I played rock, punk, whiny shit that you know, classified it as, and some country.
Yes.
Yeah.
You play good stuff.
You just spent forever saying I don't.
You are surrounded by bad influences who make you play.
They're the most wonderful influences I've ever known.
Musically, there's work to be done.
Really? I'd put them both above you.
No, I'm way
in that regard.
Dude, it's not even close. I'm way cooler than all of you.
That's fucked.
I in fact find myself having to throttle down my cool just to hang out with you guys. It's weird. It's like Fonzie has to become Potsy a little bit just to fit in with the group because Richie and them are at the fucking Glory Days or whatever they call that place. Arthur's. Was it Arthur's?
Cool.
Arnold's. I think it was Arnold's was the hangout in Happy Days. Only cool people know that shit.
Hey, Arnold's.
No. All right. So Megan Fox is finally getting smart. She's going to dump this Down syndrome baby she's been carrying around for, what, a year, 2 years? Somewhere around there?
No, don't look at me. I don't know.
Okay. Megan Fox might finally be redeemable. Before, she went through her Angelina Jolie carrying vials of Billy Bob Thornton's blood around her neck phase. That's all this was, and that's what it'll be remembered by. But she gave a cryptic update on her relationship with Machine Gun Kelly, and finally, I think this woman has gotten through this phase of like being with the fucked up, coked out bad boy. Or no, he's not coke. Not fentanyl. What was his?
Weed?
No. Heroin. He's a heroin guy.
MGK doesn't do heroin.
Oh, really?
No.
Heroin. He's a heroin. He had a drug problem. I believe it was heroin.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. MGK.
I've never known him to do heroin.
Yes. He was a heroin addict. Machine Gun Kelly sees the light at the end of the tunnel. At a young age, he struggled with heroin addiction and obsessive suicidal thoughts. Yeah.
Fuck.
He had to quit.
I've only ever heard him really talk about weed.
He had to quit when his buddy died. Mac Miller. He had to quit because he was going to die from drugs. So anyway, Megan Fox started dating the heroin addict.
He's not a heroin addict anymore. Knock it off.
It's like Marines.
That's fucked up when somebody does kick an addiction and then you still call him that just because you don't like him.
He looks like one.
That's fucked up, dude.
Look.
That's not okay, though.
You don't think this is going to cause a relapse, losing Megan Fox?
I think he's going to be fine by the grace of God.
Bro, I'm not even a heroin addict.
She's crazy, too.
I'm not even a heroin addict. I would do heroin if she dumped me.
I wouldn't. I would never touch heroin.
Really?
Never. Not in my life. I wouldn't even try it.
I
wouldn't look at it.
Poke it and go like that.
There are many things I would never fucking touch.
You know what I've heard?
And that's one of them.
Here's what I've heard about heroin. It feels like angels. So you don't really want to do it.
Apparently it feels real good.
Yeah, you don't want to do heroin. Although, I don't think I would like it because the way people describe it, they're like, yeah, you just kind of, I'm like, I hate that feeling. That feeling, fucking hate that feeling.
You're always sober when you feel like that.
What do you mean?
You've never done heroin, so while you're laying there, I've never done it either, but like what I'm saying is like when you're on a drug like that, I assume however the feeling is feels good.
Yeah, I don't want that
It's
feeling.
not how you would perceive it when you're sober.
Yeah, no, heroin's
That's something I would never touch. That's not okay.
Heroin's bad news bears.
Nope.
So Megan Fox was asked about a relationship with Machine Gun Kelly, and she said, look, we all date losers when we come out of difficult relationships. You know, we go a little gay. We date people with tight leather pants and gay hair and shitty gay F-word tattoos and bad music. It happens. We all do it. It's something that should be forgiven over time. Let's listen to this, and you can tell me if there's trouble in paradise or not, or trouble in the sewers where MGK might reside. Let's check. He does look like a guy who hunts for food in the sewer. But let's...
he basically reminds me of like a grungier David Bowie, which people loved him too. He's gay, but that doesn't fucking matter.
If you ever dream that MGK and David Bowie are in the same category, you wake up and apologize.
They're the same category. It's their look.
Apologize to David.
You were so sensitive.
Apologize to David Bowie.
No.
David Bowie.
I like David Bowie.
No, David Bowie was playing dress up. MGK means that
no,
shit.
He was
That's the
not.
embarrassing part.
David Bowie was not playing dress up.
David Bowie was doing a
character. What world do you live in?
David Bowie was doing a character.
No, he wasn't.
Ziggy Stardust and shit. He was doing characters. Yeah.
That shit comes from a place of truth.
David Bowie was Gene Simmons. David Bowie was in the vein of who am I thinking of? Alice Cooper. He was like
I think you are delusional.
From that cloth.
You are delusional.
Let's check out Megan Fox talking about how MGK's a loser.
I feel like everyone has such like an opinion on your guys' relationships.
I don't like her. I don't know who she is.
I don't remember her name, but I did watch clips from this today.
I don't want her to have a podcast.
She's very famous, apparently.
Is she?
This is the Call Her Daddy podcast, and apparently it's very popular. I just stumbled on it today.
She has a book called Vital Vice. You know what? Vital Voices. I got to be honest. I've already decided I hate this woman. So like this book could be titled like the coolest name ever. I'd still shit on it, in fairness. She also has a book called The Art of Feminism. Oh, for fuck's sake. Extra virgin. Get it? It's like olive oil, but yeah, shut up.
I bet she is a virgin.
So you got engaged, then I think it was called off, then we don't know what's going on with you. Like, how would you describe your relationship with MGK?
A mistake, and I was on the rebound, and I was depressed, so I needed to hook up with another depressed person, so I felt normal.
She's literally had so much work done.
She doesn't look the same.
She's still fucking hot.
It's a different person, though.
I love that outfit, too. Wow.
I think...
It's over. Bye, fucker.
That what I've learned from being in this relationship is that it's not for public consumption.
Uh-oh.
So I think
that's fair.
As of now, I don't have a comment on like the status of the relationship
that means it's over.
Not necessarily. What if they just do shit that they don't want to talk about publicly?
Yeah, it's done.
You're so dour.
You don't go from talking about, oh man, ayahuasca is so good, Megan, I like ayahuasca so much, to, I don't really want to talk about my relationship right now.
She said what I've learned.
Well, yeah, what do we learn from? We learn from our...
What she's saying is that she's probably talked about some shit publicly about their relationship, and now they don't want to do that because they've learned that doesn't go well.
So it was a mistake. They're learning.
You just really like.
They're learning from their mistakes.
These are both two like probably mental hot people, and like you just can't allow them to be together.
I want her to get her shit together.
No, you don't. You
yes,
don't
I
care
do.
about.
I want her to get her shit together.
I don't.
She needs to.
She's a hot mess, and I love it.
She needs to be with an older gentleman who's established and responsible.
And you're gonna fix her?
No, I don't want anything to do with this broad. Not Robert Downey Jr. That's a little too old.
Oh yeah, the recovered drug addict like MGK.
He's proven himself. He's clean cut. He looks nice. He was Iron Man, for Christ's sake.
Se. What I can say is that is what I refer to as being my twin soul. And there will always be a tether to him no matter what.
That means they are broken the fuck up. Whenever you say I'll always be connected, that means no more relationship. Dunsky.
I can't say for sure what the capacity will be, but I will always be connected to him somehow.
Yikes. That means they're working through the end of their relationship. And once the relationship is all over, then there will be a tether again, which, by the way, historically, as a 37-year-old man, I can tell you, it never works out that way. You always say there's going to be a tether. There's never a tether.
Oh, how many times have you said that?
It's always just fucking Bye, Gonzo, next. Because here's what happens. You start dating somebody else, and that other person doesn't want there to be any fucking tether. So that person's going to tell you, you can have a tether or I can fucking bounce. Your call. And then the tether gets broken.
Wow. Why can't they just be
would you like, you don't want me to have a tether to my past? You
That's
would not
what I said at all.
What I'm saying is that's what happens to people. They always say, "Oh, I'm going to have a tether," and that's why I've never
said that.
That's why I've never said the tether thing. I've always been like
friends with somebody like that.
Yeah, I always say like, why don't we just blow up this bridge and hate each other? That's way better.
If you and I were to split, I literally want nothing to do with you.
Right.
I don't want to watch your show anymore. I don't want any part of your show with me.
Yeah.
I don't want you with me. I don't want anything.
I got a Men in Black flashy thing, the whole fucking
That's
deal.
perfect.
Yeah.
I really don't want to think about you
like
ever again.
I
literally would never go around talking poorly about you because I don't want to say your name ever again. Because get it? I wouldn't care about your name.
You see, guys, that's not it. What happens with these women is it becomes too painful to even think of me. Because they go, to be loved by Aaron Imholt is perhaps the greatest feeling in the world. And I cannot... Hold on, I can do this. And I cannot bear to think of his name lest conjure his face, lest I fall apart.
I would literally never stay with somebody for their name. I could really care less.
What if their name was Machine Gun Aaron Imholt?
No.
Beyond that, I'm not willing to.
How about Michael Gavin Ali?
No.
To explain.
Especially not that one.
Oh, I got to go back and hear more of this delicious breakup talk.
God, she's hot.
Beyond that, I'm not willing to explain.
Yeah?
But all those things you said were accurate, things that have occurred. And I could see them being confusing or interesting to people and them being like, what's up?
At least she's being...
Her face doesn't move when she talks.
At least she's being nice to him, though, and not shitting on him in public.
They're great. They're fine.
They're not... Well, I mean, they're fine as individuals now because they're on their own.
Why can't you just... You really took that as really dour, dire shit for MGK.
I am tired of being someone who sees reality and goes, guys, I'm sorry, kids. There's no Santa Claus. This is the way it is. And then they all go, you're just negative. You're just this. And I'm like, no, I'm not negative. I'm perceptive and correct. And then 2 weeks later, they say the thing that I just said was going on, and I get no credit because I'm an asshole.
See, now, if I'm MGK, I'm watching this clip, and I'm like, oh, this really hot woman who I've loved a whole big bunch is still sitting here saying that she always wants to be tethered to me. Great. That doesn't sound like the end of the world to me. I'm
going to tell you right now.
Even if it doesn't pan out that way, it still sounds good.
I'm going to tell you right now that relationship is over. She's being very nice about it. And that's a very adult way to handle it. As Zen Rhino says, she's literally trying to do an impression of Kim Kardashian, only way more cringe. SH says, I don't know what her thumbs are like. I have stupid thumbs like Tommy Lee. Okay. April, she is not hot. She gross. The stuff inside shows outside. Is she a bad person on the inside?
I have no idea.
No idea. Tony Lopez says she is speaking womanese. Yeah, that's what women do when they're trying to protect a guy's feelings because he's probably having a very tough time. He's probably called her crying a couple times. I'm not joking. He's probably called her and he's sobbed and he's cried. And she knows that he's hurting and having a tough time. And she's not going to publicly bash the guy or say oh yeah, it's over and blah blah blah. She's gonna try and protect his feelings a little bit, but she's kind of moving on. Vince says you can't be right until liberals and women are wrong first. Oof. Google Megan Fox toe thumbs.
Ew.
Yeah, that wouldn't bother me.
Did he break up with her because of her thumbs?
That might have been it. He saw her thumbs. He's like, bitch, I can't be having this. Loaded Wrench says he can't see without his glasses. Oh, he can't see without his glasses. What's that from? Somebody dies and his glasses are there. And they're like, what's he going to do without his glasses? He can't see without his glasses. Oh, it's such a sad moment of a movie. Fuck, what is that?
I don't know.
Oh, no. Thanks, Megan, for telling us that you're retarded. Well, that's meaner than anything I said. I'd say the heroin junkie is better off without her.
Maybe.
No, I find her salvageable.
She's not.
You don't think so?
What is wrong with you?
Is she a mental
patient?
patient?
Most celebrities like this, I would assume, are not salvageable.
So Brian Austin Green won the breakup.
No, he sucks too.
Does he suck?
I'm assuming yes.
Seems all right. He's moved on. Quietly.
With what?
Some girl. Yeah, he's with some chick.
She's probably trailer trash too.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
Look it up. Look up whoever he's dating or whatever.
It's from My Girl. That's right. It is from My Girl. That's so sad. No, the Twilight Zone episode was All the Time in the World, where Burgess Meredith, the whole world died in a nuclear explosion. He had a shitload of books he could read all by himself. Nobody was going to bother him anymore. And then he broke his glasses.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell Nick that you were shitting all over MGK tonight just so he can...
What's he going to do?
I don't know.
Fucking do something.
Think about something to say to you.
Yeah, say something. You guys have been saying shit about MGK. What's he going to do? Oh, he's actually really good. Yawn. He's a single man.
I would fucking cancel Aaron for doing that. Oh, wow.
That's what I wish. I wish he would be circled by Apache Indians. MGK.
I don't care that you do that, except that you just did it here. And I tell you what, if you ever get our show canceled
you
from
can't
everything,
do that?
I don't think so.
You can't do that? Why not? You've got to be kidding me.
I don't think that's kosher on here. And like I said, I don't give a shit, but this platform probably does.
Really? So I can go like, oh, Lordy, I loves fried chicken. Or I can go like, oh, I climb on your roof and redo your shingles. Or I can say, oh, I'll build your railroad and then make a fried rice. I can do that, but I can't go, That's a simple hand to my mouth.
He's doing it, so he must not care.
Hobo Chili says, I wish Nike would sue you for $1 billion for that steel toe shirt. Snookerman becoming a baby boot. Thank you. Time enough at last. Not all the time in the world. You are correct. Thank you, Nana. I fucked that up.
Why are you a dude and your name's Nana? I've always wondered that.
By the way, that probably is the best Twilight Zone episode ever. Or what's the one, the sales pitch one? That one is really fucking good.
Oh, I know this.
It's not called The Pitch, but it's like the greatest sale.
The greatest something of all time?
The greatest sale of all time. Something like that. That one's
here,
somebody
I
will
got
have
you.
it. They'll get it.
I got it. I'm racing them.
Rod Serling is actually in that episode. He plays Death. Not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. I like the Twilight episode where the guy runs into his kid self. Oh, the one where he runs into himself at the amusement park? That one is good. I think that's the first episode.
Is it One for the Angels?
One for the Angels. Yes. Thank you, April.
Yep, I remember that one quite a bit.
That's a really good one.
That was a good one. And, you know, I've seen recently, this was always the, you go back and forth. Like, people compare Black Mirror and Twilight Zone. And to me, they're not really comparable because they're two very different shows with, like, the same kind of thread to them. They're just done very differently. I like Twilight Zone, but I like some Black Mirror. There's new episodes out there, and I'm kind of like so hesitant to watch them anymore because they've gone so far off the deep end.
All Black Mirror did. Black Mirror obviously was done by people who were huge, like massive Twilight Zone fans.
Yes, I agree with that.
They wanted to do that kind of thing. The problem is Twilight Zone was done in a time when people weren't so jaded and like so.
Yeah,
they weren't as it wasn't that hard to shock them back then. Now with Black Mirror, they have to do like shittier, more simple episodes because the people are dumber and they want shock value. So you have to do like a pig fucking episode. I don't know. It's just I feel like the Twilight Zone has the benefit of coming up in the era it did, whereas Black Mirror has to entertain retards.
No, keep going. I had nothing to say.
Go ahead.
Yeah, back in the Twilight Zone days, you could think more fantastical, I guess, and not really think about like it technically having a big impact on your reality, I suppose. You could think really... You're distracting me. I'm sorry. You think fantastical about a lot of stuff that won't necessarily happen per se, but it certainly could, but you wouldn't worry about it as much.
Right.
Whereas Black Mirror has a lot of stuff now that is just a little too close to home and basic, but they'll like put a really dark grossness to it. There's been a few episodes of Black Mirror that have actually really fucked me up, and I have had to stop watching it sometimes.
John Domingo says, where did the name Steel Toe come from? Yeah, I've told this story a bunch. When I started the radio show 10 years ago, they had a show called the Steel Toe Morning Show, and it was defunct. And I kind of picked it up out of the gutter and made it something. And they said, you can use that name. And I said, well, I'll think of a name, and if I can't think of anything better, we'll go with that. And then we went with that, and now here we are. So it's not that sexy of a story, to be honest. Johnny Depp is being accused of being verbally abusive on set. He's been accused by one of his co-stars of the movie Blow of treating her poorly on set. Now, first of all, this was over 20 years ago. Fucking get over it.
I actually think that once it's been like that long, I think even 10 years, 10 years, you had your chance. Fucking forget it. This is done.
Yeah.
If any of us sit back and say, oh, we're reading now that Johnny Depp was abusive on set back in 2001, I think you can just end it right there. Like, okay, so it doesn't matter then.
Right. Who gives a shit?
It doesn't matter. Like, if you didn't bring it up in that many years, I really don't care.
Oh, you mean a whole person ago? You mean like where he's not the same guy he was then?
Oh, not even close. Do you know how much people change? Like, where did I hear this recently? Like, supposedly somebody...
We were watching a show.
Change over, like, years as yourself, like, every 7-ish years.
I can't remember what show you and I were watching, but it said that... It was a movie, I think. And it said people are a different person every 8 years.
Oh, I heard 7. But, yeah, I mean, you change all the time. And if you're just coming out here now, like, over 20 years later, oh, he was mean to me on set, I don't give a fuck. You're an attention whore.
Well,
that's it.
I don't mind people yelling and being dicks on movie sets because, especially if you're Johnny Depp and, like, they're going to judge your entire career.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a supporting actor in a Johnny Depp movie, the success of that movie only impacts you if it does really well. It doesn't hurt you if it does poorly. You got your name on the movie, you got a credit, whatever. Johnny Depp's whole career hinges on the fact that this movie draws well, because then they'll say, well, Johnny Depp's still a big draw. If it doesn't do well, they'll say, well, it ain't Johnny Depp Day no more, and now he's doing, straight to DVD or supporting cast in a Marvel movie.
I think that movie did pretty well, too, didn't it?
Blow did okay. Well, Blow did okay.
But Penelope Cruz, is that the one?
Yeah. Blow did okay, but Blow was not a high-budget movie, so it didn't have to do crazy well.
Sure.
I think it did well for, like, what its budget was.
And I think him and Penelope were still pretty young, so they probably didn't cost too much, right?
Oh, no, he was...
Oh, was he big?
Yeah, he was probably... Yeah, that was 2001. He was big since the early 90s. So, yeah, he was still massive. So, yeah, it made $30 million. Or, I'm sorry, it would cost $53 million to make, and it made $83 million at the box office. So it made money. $83 million is not great, but when your budget counting advertising is $50,
you made it back.
You made $30 million. I mean, that's a whole nother movie they can now make for free. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's kind of how it goes with those big name guys. They'll do a blockbuster. The blockbuster will go crazy, and then the studio will let them do like something they're passionate about, and they'll be like, look, but we're not going to spend a lot of money on it because not as many of your fans are going to come to this shit because it's not Pirates, So he'll be like, hey,
those Pirates movies are addicting for me.
Right, but they'll be like, okay, you can do Secret Window or whatever that movie was called, but we're not going to give you any money to make it because Pirates fans aren't going to give a flying fuck about this movie.
Or like Willy Wonka.
No, that was high budget because they thought people would go to that. That was a big one. I don't think it did well.
I did go to that, by the way.
It was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory,
yes,
right?
You're right. Yep.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory budget. Yeah, $150 million.
Holy tits.
Right.
They only made $3 million, though.
No, the 1971 movie was made for $3 million.
Okay, I read this wrong.
How much profit did it make? And it did $475 million box office. So they usually say whatever a movie was made for, double it for advertising costs. So that movie probably made about cost about $300 million to make.
Why do we have to keep remaking that movie, by the way?
Because it cleared $175 million.
If you just keep doing it with different people, that's got to get dry eventually, and they've done like 3 of them now.
Well, it depends on how stupid people are. And when it comes to Willy Wonka, people are really stupid.
I liked the original. I thought Gene Wilder is great. Gene
Wilder played it, in my opinion, the way you're supposed to play that character, which is really dry and detached. Mm-hmm. I thought the Johnny Depp one had a little too much charisma almost.
I liked it still. At the time, I don't think I'd watch it today.
But like I always thought that if they were going to remake it like back, let's say in the 90s, I thought Bill Murray would have been a perfect Willy Wonka.
Not bad.
Just like he could be detached and kind of calm and snide and sarcastic and shitty.
Kind of like Scrooged.
Yeah, I thought that would have been really good. Yeah. I never saw Johnny Depp as a Willy Wonka.
I love Johnny Depp because of his range. I think he can be just about any character. I really like him.
Laundry Room says OG Wonka is the best one. Yeah, I agree.
I agree
with that one. Plus, I mean, he kind of has to be because he's the one that all of the remakes are based off of, The quiet insanity of Gene Wilder's Willy Wonka was pure masterwork. Yeah, it's hard to top that. Snookerman with fun. Really, when you remake something, you're not trying to do it better. You're just trying to do it justice.
I think you have to do it justice, and I think you do have to be a little different. Otherwise, you're going to be compared too closely. and then you really risk failing.
Yeah.
I think you do need to be different somehow.
Plus, Tim Burton has a boner for Johnny Depp, like Shane F. said, so he's going to put him in everything.
Was Edward Scissorhands Tim Burton? Because I love that movie.
Yes.
I love that movie so much.
Hold on. Edward Scissorhands.
In fact, I would watch that tonight. I'd go to sleep watching that.
Tim Burton. Wait, maybe not.
It seems Tim Burton-y.
Yeah, directed by Tim Burton.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm still going to go.
That's probably my favorite one.
People aren't going to like this. Beetlejuice, best Tim Burton movie. Love Beetlejuice. Fucking solid film. Snookerman with $5 says, if you don't want to get treated bad in a job, or if you don't want to treated bad, get a job in local government, not Hollywood. Risk/reward. Thank you for the $5. Guys, we are $180 away from today's goal. Doing great. Throw in a couple bucks. Let's knock that out. It's the last evening show of the week. Let's get that thing down to zero. It's been a fun little conversational program tonight. Thank you, folks.
Yeah, this has been fun.
Yeah, so throw in a couple of bucks. Let's knock that down. I don't know.
Somebody will probably think look at them fighting over music.
Are we fighting over music?
I'm just waiting.
No, there's just facts of my life. And the facts are that I'm outnumbered 3-1 on whiny white people music.
Isn't that kind of the concept, though, where you say, like, if you've met an asshole, you met an asshole, but if they're all assholes, you're the asshole?
That, like, the music's good and I'm the prick?
Because if all of us like it and you don't.
Yeah, but, well, here's the thing. I'm the only one who likes Eric Church, and clearly I'm right. So that it doesn't work on that one. Actually, that's not true. Nick likes a couple Eric Church songs.
That really disappointed me.
He liked Doing Life With Me, Never Break Heart, and Through My Ray-Bans. And I think if he had to listen to Like a Wrecking Ball and Springsteen, he'd probably go, you know what?
I used to like Springsteen, but then you shit all over me for liking a hack song.
I love Springsteen. Springsteen's a phenomenal song.
Can you be consistent?
No.
For once in your life.
Do you know me? I go where the wind blows.
I know. Sometimes I wish I didn't. Especially when it comes to music.
Divorce. I know. I'm frustrating. I'm very frustrating to deal with on music. I am. I like what I like.
And the thing is that
I don't venture out of my comfort zone.
Here's the one thing that does bother me about you in this regard. You like enjoy that you're difficult to handle and be around and have a conversation with.
On music?
Yeah. You just enjoy that you're a problem for people. And that really does bother me. I don't want to be a problem to people. I really don't.
I don't want to be a problem.
You do. You love it. You say it with a shit grin on your face.
There is something about being the lone holdout that makes me feel
That's fucked up.
Brave.
It's not. Sometimes it's stupidity. That's like saying, oh, guys, there's a fucking tornado outside. We're all standing on the porch till the last second, but hey, we should all really go down to the basement to safety before it hits the house. You're just, I'm just going to stay on the porch. It'll never hit us. And then it hits you. It's stupidity.
First of all, in the scenario you just laid out, I am holding my knees sobbing in the basement, so I am not standing out on the porch.
I don't believe you, actually.
You think I'd stand out like Lieutenant Dan in the hurricane?
I did a lot, but like I knew that when it got too close, you go downstairs.
You call this a storm? It's time for a showdown. You and, like me against God. You're right. I could see that.
Yep.
That could be a problem.
No, because you consider yourself to be God.
I'm not God.
You're just God adjacent.
No.
Look at your face.
If we live in a multi, what do you call that? What's multi-deity world? I would certainly nominate myself for consideration for a god.
Do you know that in itself is a sin? Technically, you are not supposed to claim earthly idols and stuff.
Right.
You're literally idolizing yourself.
No. What I'm saying is, if there are multiple gods, I would like to nominate myself and see if I pass the muster. But if there's only
to volunteer as tribute,
right? If there's only one god, then that's not me. I'm not God. A god? I mean, if you'll have me,
you're just sitting here like I'm not God. But I mean, if somebody asked me to be,
right? If you need a god,
I'm here.
I'm your Huckleberry. But if you don't need a god, I'm not going to ask to be one. The song Springsteen should have been torn up and thrown on the floor to be forgotten. Wow. I mean, it's not my favorite Eric Church song, but it's good.
I don't know. What is your favorite Eric Church song then?
This is tough.
You gross.
This is a difficult question to answer.
Do you like my little shirt tonight?
It's a very cute shirt. I was going to tell you this, but we got talking about
like
Machine Gun
$12.
Kelly.
It's a nice thick little sweater.
It was a nice sweater.
I was told it was Gilfy.
Gilfy?
Like Okay, you know what a MILF is, right?
A grandmother?
Right, because it's like a...
Oh, I see.
It's cropped, but it's like a little preppy little sweater.
So, favorite Eric Church song? Boy. Not Mr. Misunderstood. Knives of New Orleans. What?
Shane says Aaron is the god of blown out anus.
Well, I mean, if
he's just got a windsock
but
for a sigil.
at least you're a god. Yeah. I would say
That's hilarious. Thank you, Shane.
I'll go Knives of New Orleans is up there. That's a very good song.
If you say Chattanooga Lucy, we're in
no, it's not one of my favorites. It's good, but it's not one of my favorites. Mr. Misunderstood. I'm sorry.
I really fucking hate that song.
I really like that song.
I literally will say this. I hate, like an actual hatred. I hate people that say, oh, I'm just misunderstood. Like, people just don't understand me.
But he was. That was his career.
I don't give a fuck. Stop wearing that as a badge of honor. Oh, I'm just misunderstood. Like, people just don't get me, bro. Fuck you. Like, no.
All you do is listen to music about people who whine about not being the one or the
Not
thing
being the
or
one and being misunderstood are very different.
You listen to fucking emo punk shit and you're going to say that that's gay?
They don't have a song called Mr. Misunderstood.
That's because they're not as forward about it as he is. He took a left when the world went right.
I thought you really liked a little mystery and not being so blunt.
He took a left when
Which one is it?
April, he took a left when the world went right down 16th Avenue. Played on fire and he played on ledges every circus stage and county fair. They tried to file his points, sand his edges, and he just grew out his hair. Now, what was it? You asked me what my favorite song was, or somebody did. Like a Wrecking Ball is very good. Obviously, Smoke a Little Smoke is very good. There's too many. Higher Wire.
I literally don't like Eric Church anymore because of any Eric Church fan and how much they suck his dick. Nobody should do it that hard.
Jukebox in a Bar, Talladega.
You're supposed to pull your teeth back so you don't grate
I'm not listening to this. There's too much cum in my mouth.
Aaron's like so excited he's fucking like cheese grating Eric Church's dick with his front teeth.
Crunchy Cynicism says, April, your tits look so fucking great. You guys need sleep. Go to bed. We slept all fucking day.
What are you talking about? And she just said too, like, April, are you okay? Like, I'm really great right now. I wore a new sweater. I think it's adorable.
The two of us have been sleeping all day.
We're having the really fun talks.
Jesus Christ. Now I feel like
Why do people do that?
Make you self-conscious about your...
Yeah, like every time. And I felt like I looked really nice this morning, too. I've loved that shirt. And everyone's like, oh, she looks like shit. Like, okay.
T. Jefferson says Eric Church's Snowballin' for Jeebus is Aaron's favorite song. You stop it right now. You stop that.
Snowballin' for Jeebus?
That's not a real song, actually. I just want to point that out. So this Johnny Depp deal, one of his co-stars in Blow, Lola Glaudini.
Ew. So you're unimportant because you weren't Penelope Cruz.
Johnny was verbally abusive while filming one particular scene in the movie, saying Johnny always prioritizes good working relationships with cast and crew. And this recounting differs greatly from the recollection of other members on the set at the time. As for Lola's side of the story, she actually said back in January, while on the Powerful Truth Angels podcast, Jesus Christ.
You know the song Lola's about a trans?
Yeah, it's a great song.
It is a great song. I hate how good that song is. It's really great.
You've known that song's one of the greatest songs of all time for a long time, right? I've been telling you this.
I don't put it as greatest of all time, but I've told you I like that song.
Yeah, it's one I've been saying.
Why do you look so concerned?
I'm concerned that you're bringing this up now, as I've been telling you this for years.
Song Lola.
Oh, I was like, where the fuck did this come from? Oh, Lola Glaudini.
Are you serious?
I don't think.
Why do none of you ask if he's okay? I'm sitting here being very like coherent and acknowledging things and noticing. And
because you're talking about the song Lola, I'm more focusing on the Johnny Depp thing that I want to get through.
We've been talking a lot of music tonight.
Yeah, I understand how you got there. What I'm saying, divorce confirmed.
Hey, Lola Montez, also a great song.
Stop it!
I bet if I were to say that, you'd be like,
because I want to do the thing. I want to do this thing, and you're saying Lola 19,000 times.
You're gonna say it too.
She actually said back in January on the...
Who said it?
The woman from the movie, Miss Glaudini.
But I need to make sure I know which person.
Yeah,
because Penelope Cruz is in this movie.
No, this was Miss Glaudini who said this. That's the other woman.
So, you know, what if there was multiple Glaudinis?
There aren't. There's only one. You can look up the cast.
What if she was like a director or like a costume designer?
No.
Oh.
Miss Glaudini.
All right.
You fuck. She actually said it back in January while on the Powerful Truth Angels podcast. First of all, nothing that's been said on something called the Powerful Truth Angels podcast should ever be taken seriously. But it's been resurfaced online. During the appearance, she claimed Depp went off on her after director Ted Demme told her to burst into laughter at one of his lines.
Did Depp go off the deep end?
Went off the Depp
Depp
end. Yeah. Hey, during his lawsuit,
fired.
when he had his lawsuit, he had to give a deposition.
Boy, I'm really in Depp here.
He had to take a birth control shot. You know what it was?
The Depo-Provera shot?
Yeah. I'm glad you said Depo-Provera because I thought it was Depo-Vera. And I apologize.
You know why I never tried that route?
Why?
I only tried a couple pills.
Did it turn you into a rage monster?
No, I knew some girls that did take it because how easy is it to fucking get a shot and not worry forever and ever?
Yeah.
I think it really makes you gain a lot of weight. And then what are you supposed to do? Dig it out of your arm?
Yeah, because then now you don't need birth control because nobody's going to fuck you. So it's except black guys.
Wow.
Happy birthday.
I'm almost 30. I haven't been on birth control for almost a decade.
Is there any birth control that, this is a dumb question, that, totally shuts off your period?
There's a lot of them.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yep. Hormone-based ones will...
so you just,
will
don't have a
eventually,
period?
phase out your period, yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I think you can still get some, symptoms of, hormone fluctuation, but, yeah, you don't really have one.
I love how I'm, holy shitting that, that impacts my life. So, I'm not going to get my period. Whatever. Yes, please.
I was...
What? I thought you were asking.
It's always oh, yeah, you go get them, bitch.
Well, what do you want me to do?
No,
Not
I'll
host
go
the
get
show?
it. It's fine.
All right. Let's do this, and then we'll do that.
Yeah, fine. Who are we talking about again?
Johnny Depp. Provera. Depp Provera. Depp Provera.
I thought it was Lola.
No. According to Miss Glaudini, Depp didn't catch wind she was following Demi's direction, leading him to think she was intentionally interrupting a scene. Okay, so Demi tells her, laugh your fucking balls off at Johnny Depp in this scene. She laughs her balls off. Johnny Depp gets pissed. He yells at her. That's called making a fucking movie. It happens.
Right. I feel like you're going to step on each other's toes often.
You're going to annoy the shit out of each other. Go through a YouTube video sometime of top 10 co-stars who hated each other's guts. And you'll see some of the greatest TV shows and movies of all time. Yeah, right. Us too.
He hates me, and I don't know why.
Do you know who fucking hated...
I only ever try to love you.
Same. Do you know who hated each other? Patrick Swayze and Jennifer Grey.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah.
And they made one of the original hottest movies.
Most iconic movies of all time.
Dirty Dancing.
Fucking hated her. Treated her like
Apparently
shit,
she was
too.
a bitch or something like that.
She was a bitch, but he was nasty to her because she was a bitch.
It still impresses me, though, that you can hate somebody that much and still pull off good work with them.
They did 2 great movies together.
They're great movies. Yeah. What was the second one again?
Wait a minute. No, I don't like that I missed that for a second.
Yeah, I was dripping in sarcasm.
Two people can dislike each other so much and do great work together. I see.
And you bite that metallic Sharpie.
I will.
He's using a metallic silver Sharpie to write his notes.
I don't want to reach down and get my pen. So, Miss Glaudini's full description of the... You don't have monkey feet like I do. This isn't...
Oh, yeah?
Oh, nice. Good job.
Ow! That fucking hurt, dude.
Why?
You dug the pen into my toe.
Oh, I didn't think about that part. I was just grabbing your foot with my hand. I didn't realize that I was...
You've hurt me multiple times today now.
Well, you're welcome.
I literally had a bloody finger earlier because of him.
You hit your... No, you hit it on the side table.
Okay.
That wasn't because of me. You threw your hand back and you hit the side table and that cracked your finger open. You can hold me responsible for that if you like, and I'm really sorry that happened to your finger, but I did not physically directly cause that.
No, I believe you.
And I apologize.
I bet.
You bite that bottom lip, you hooah.
Oh, God.
You hooah. So anyway.
Yes.
Glaudini's full description of the alleged incident definitely ain't for kids' ears. Johnny Depp, when they say cut, walks over to me, comes up to me, sticks his finger in my...
anus.
Face.
Felt so good.
Face. And I'm in a bikini on the ground like this, and he comes over and he goes, who the fuck do you think you are? Who the fuck do you think you are? Shut the fuck up. I'm out here and I'm trying to fucking say my lines and you're fucking pulling focus. I mean, I can see Johnny Depp doing that.
You get to say that when you're Johnny Depp.
Yeah, that's part of working with Johnny Depp.
You're a nobody, Lola.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Do you want to make more money than you've ever made in your entire career? Johnny Depp's going to tell you to go fuck yourself a few times.
I would assume that if I was on set with Johnny Depp and I caused any distraction for him with his lines, I'd get yelled at.
Well,
and I'd be like, okay, I deserve that one.
the only thing that sucks for her is she was following the director's orders.
But also, in fairness, I'd let Johnny Depp yell at me anytime.
Of course he would. You let me yell
I'd
at
let
you.
him throw a wine bottle at me, I believe, or a mega pint. Is that what that was?
A mega pint.
That's hilarious.
Need a few more F-bombs? Why not? Glaudini claims the rant continued, saying, quote, "You fucking idiot. Who the fuck do you think? Oh, now it's not so funny? Now you can shut up? Now you can fucking shut the fuck up? Oh, it's funny now? The quiet that you are right now, that's how you fucking stay." Okay, I love Johnny Depp.
I was going to say, you're probably a big fan now, right?
No, I feel bad for...
I still love him.
Because Jonathan Demme told her, like, you know, laugh your fucking balls off at Johnny Depp like he's the funniest guy that ever lived. And then Johnny Depp hears her laughing and then tells her to go fuck herself. Like, that sucks. That's a miscommunication between the director and the star, and you kind of got caught in the middle.
Yeah, to me, that should have been like the director should have asked the star what he wanted.
Right. That's the problem. So let's see the story that she told here. Is this the... I closed it.
Why did you do that?
Because we were done with the story.
No, we weren't.
But I wanted to hear the actual...
Story?
Yeah.
Wow.
What was the response? He didn't respond to it?
There are some things that you shouldn't respond to something that's 20 years old.
No, this says
So,
Johnny Depp
I was
responds.
in this movie called Blow that was with Johnny Depp, right? And
Blow.
Penelope Cruz and stuff. Okay.
Humble brags.
And
What character were you in Blow?
I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
Okay.
I ate your chocolate one.
You fuck, I've never had that one. I wanted to try it.
Neither did I. It was good. You should get another one.
Go on. Play.
Did you ever eat that McDouble?
No.
I'd like to eat it then. Tomorrow morning. If that's okay.
Okay. So it's a historical movie. And so it goes from like the 60s, on through. And in the beginning, he's like a weed dealer out of Boston. Johnny Depp has this monologue that he does back and forth.
She's fucking remarkably boring. Is she still
hate
doing
her.
movies? I'm on Johnny Depp's side. I would yell at her too.
Should have yelled harder.
Born and based. Wow.
Back and forth. And after a couple takes,
Don't let the drug bug get you. Powerful truth. What else do they have up there? Got any more good
Pretty gay set for a man.
It's a gay set. For fucking homo Vince Russo over here. Bro, we're going to talk about movies. And then we're going to have tournaments.
Ted Demme comes over to me and he's like, "Okay, Lola."
Hello, LA Lola. He just starts singing it to her every time.
Yeah, he came over to me and he asked her to dance. He asked her name, and in a back row voice, she said, Lola. Lola, Lola. Well, he's not the world's most passionate guy, but when she squeezed me tight, she nearly broke my spine. Oh, my Lola. Lola.
You suck.
I do.
I've heard
Yes,
better.
when Johnny Depp is like, sorry, he doesn't call him Johnny Depp.
No.
When Johnny is, saying his monologue, when he says this certain word, he gives me a cue and he says, "I want you to just like burst out laughing like she just told you the funniest thing over here." We're in the background.
Don't plan
deep
your
background,
laughter.
right? And there's a roaring.
Well, it's a movie. You kind of have to, honey. You kind of have to plan the laughter in a movie. You can't just be like, just laugh whenever the fuck you want. It's fine.
Get over it.
Like when someone's going, hey, Richard Dreyfuss, when Captain Quint gives his USS Indianapolis speech, if something feels funny, just start busting out laughing. Next light, Chief. Sharks come cruising. The sharks ate a bunch of our servicemen in World War II.
Okay, but if you go with the please clap route, it's going to be not organic.
Well, that's a
and it's gonna
political
sound fake.
speech. This is a movie. Everything needs to be...
No, if it's planned laughter, that's a please clap moment.
Babe, all laughter in a movie is planned laughter. They're telling the actors to laugh.
I don't believe you.
Oh, no. Guys, April thought all the movies were a shoot. We've broken her heart today. Well,
I really thought Magic Mike existed. I was going to find him
Actually,
someday.
you know what? Technically, April, aren't all movies a shoot? Because they shoot
Ew.
they shoot the movie.
Move on.
fire.
I know all porn movies are a shoot. Am I right, everybody?
And I'm like splayed
It's all piss.
out in a bikini like this. And like someone's
I didn't
like,
do
giving me a
bikini
joint, and I'm supposed
stuff.
to laugh at,
What
right?
are you talking about?
You know how we ended the show today with like those bikini girls? She just said bikini stuff, and this morning I said I wanted to do bikini stuff today. It never happened.
We got busy.
That's too bad.
Life got away from us a
I
little
had big
bit.
plans.
Got some of them done.
Right at this scene that we're creating.
Yeah.
And
Separate whole scene.
well, it's like
Leave me
they're
alone.
doing. Yeah, he's
Leave me
talking in the
alone.
foreground, and we're in the background, like being the lovely babes.
Of course.
Yeah.
So,
That's
Why are we? They're doing. This is like the white
the
person version
church.
of. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? This guy looks like he's Southern Italian, so he's part black. So there's got to be some kind of chirp.
It's actually Gino's father.
Yeah.
he says his monologue. I hear the cue, and I go, you know, and I do a big laugh or whatever. Carries on the scene. Cut. Back to one. Going
Stop
again.
that sound.
We do it again. Ted gives me the cue, like, yeah.
First of all, this is the worst fucking storytelling I've ever heard. Second of all, are you
hate
really
this.
going to go on and talk about this and act like Johnny Depp was... Oh, God, she's
She's the most
horrible.
boring low-lie I've ever heard of.
And this is the worst, like, podcast Johnny Depp story I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you got any good Johnny Depp stories? Oh, one time I laughed when he didn't know I wasn't supposed to, and he yelled at me a bunch and called me a fuck.
Just like that. Perfect. I hear the cue.
So I took a shit in his bed.
I burst out laughing.
He
Johnny
looks
Depp,
uninterested.
they say cut. Walks over to me. He walks over and he goes, comes up to me. He sticks his
Said
finger
that.
in my face. And I'm in a bikini on the ground like
She thought
hot.
that finger was going in her twat. She was excited.
I really don't like her.
this. And he comes over and he goes, who the fuck do you think you are? Who the fuck do you think you are? Shut the fuck up. I'm out here and I'm trying to fucking say my lines and you're fucking pulling focus. You fucking idiot. Who the fuck do you think? Oh, now.
I'm sorry. Am I the only one who thought this was how movies get made all the time?
Yeah, I very much think this is how it should be. Like Johnny Depp doesn't get to be Johnny Depp if he just lets every stupid cunt in a bikini distract him.
I can't imagine how much pressure stars of these types of movies are under. Because your whole career goes in two different directions.
It's your
depending on-
reputation.
yeah.
Do movies want to book you or not?
I imagine that when Tom Cruise makes a Mission
Cast you.
Impossible movie, he's probably motherfucking some people, you know?
I said book, it's cast.
Okay. But Christian, do you remember the Christian Bale Terminator freakout?
No.
We'll play that in a little bit. Oh, yeah. I just imagine Christian Bale, Russell Crowe, guys like that, they just go fucking mental and yell at people all the time because this is their career that these people are fucking with, and you're going to get it exactly the way they want it. Makes sense to me.
All right.
Now? Oh, now it's not so funny? Now you can shut up?
Well, yeah, the scene's not on.
Now you can fucking shut the fuck up?
Johnathan Demi's back there Johnny, I told her to shut the fuck up, Demi. This doesn't concern you. Anyway, you fucking dumb bitch.
Oh, it's not funny now.
You ever just be on such a roll that reason can't get through to you? You
Yes.
should probably stop talking this way to this person because you're wrong, but you're like, no, this feels too fucking good.
I mean, I see you do that a lot.
I've done it from time
You've
to
done
time.
it a lot.
Once in a while, I'll just get feeling really good, and I'll be like, I know there's no reason to be doing this right now. But
I really hate this studio. Look, there's just a fucking gay ass folding chair right there too. What are you?
oh, that's in case he has pro wrestlers on. They need to hit somebody. Are you falling asleep?
No, it's more like
Are you falling
no. I
asleep?
was wincing.
Oh,
Why do people say that?
because I know
I had somebody else say that to me today too, and I was visibly wincing at something.
I know what I look like when I'm falling asleep on the air because I do it a lot.
No, I hate this whole set that this guy has, and you have arbitrary black spray paint dots on your wall.
That's to help him be inspired.
What is this gay shit?
It's gay shit. Maybe he does a gay
A whole
podcast.
lot of gay shit.
Yeah.
Now, okay, the quiet that you are right now, that's how you fucking stay. Ted
I like
Demi, all right,
Ted Demi, not Johnathan Demi.
did not come over and say anything. He did not say, hey, Johnny.
You're a fucking extra. What's he going to do? Get in a fight with Johnny Depp and get your back? No.
Maybe.
You're an
Just
extra.
kidding. Yeah,
You're
don't be the hero there.
you're expendable.
Listen, you know what? Actually, I gave her that direction. And
Oh no, Ted Debbie, no.
yeah. And
No, he let you hang out to dry.
totally hung out to
Oh.
dry.
No, he didn't.
No, he just took ownership of that fuck
Right.
up.
He went over to Johnny and he said,
Why did those two both fuck that up?
God, I hate these people.
I hate all these people too. It's so embarrassing.
That really.
No, that is somebody saying, "No, I gave her that direction," is him taking the blame
Right.
from her.
God, that really annoys the shit out of me, I'll be honest. So anyway, what is it? 8:27. We got about a half hour. We're 180 away from tonight's goal. Guys, we got to knock this thing out. Go ahead and throw a couple of bucks our way and get that down to 0. That would be the last evening goal of the week. Let's not miss this thing. 180 away, that's a lot.
Let's miss this thing.
Okay,
go bye-bye.
But honestly, we've been leaving this goal alone tonight and doing a show. Throw a couple of bucks our way, get this thing down to 0 so we don't have to we haven't been babysitting it tonight. But so we don't have to babysit it, throw a couple bucks in. Let's make this half hour good and then do an extra half hour when it's over. Midland Armory says the Depot shot will stop a period, but if you're on it too long, it essentially sends you into menopause.
Yeah, there's different, what are they called? IUDs, I think, that can stop your period too. I think even some really harsh pills, like the pill, can do it.
Harsh pills
it's
like
just,
the pill.
like, I think actually what happens is they don't, when you're on the pill, it's a 4-week pack of pills, right? So one for every day.
Sure.
They have different levels of hormones in it. You basically skip the placebo week where you're supposed to have your period. Like it's not even a period, it's a withdrawal bleeding. Is what it's called because that week is placebo pills that don't have anything in it. Did you know that?
Man. They've really
so you
catered.
basically just skip that.
They've really catered to you women on birth control pills.
I don't think it's catering. That shit fucks me up.
But
I didn't use it long.
But all we wanted as guys was like, just don't get pregnant.
Guys don't want to fucking use condoms. They want to fucking tear that shit off. And you know what? I don't want to use them either because it doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
But it's like, you really did have to pick between like shit and more bullshit. As far as, I don't want to get pregnant today. Maybe you just shouldn't have sex.
We don't have to deal with it.
Nope.
We just get to put our dick in there and let her buck.
Who's we?
Men, in general.
And you do have to deal with it. Or you're saying the royal we as men?
Yeah.
You do, because if you knock some chick up, that's your thing too.
No. I'm saying if she takes care of that part, we don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
As Patrice O'Neill once said, birth control is a woman's responsibility.
It is to a degree, yeah. Like you should make sure that if you're having sex that you're on that shit if you don't want a kid. And if you're not on it, you should be telling a guy that you're not on it. That's weird too.
You should also tell him if you're trans.
I think they'll find out.
I don't believe in that approach.
I think they'll get there.
I don't like that approach. I like the approach of being very upfront with what's upfront. That's all. We never got to this Trump lawsuit thing. I want to do this tonight, and seeing as we've made no money tonight, this might be the last chance we have to do it because we might not get overtime this evening. Which whatever. Fuck it. Throw some money in. Let's get down to 0. Trump is suing ABC and George Stephanopoulos for defamation. Now, if there is a real justice system, which I don't really know if there is.
I don't think so. I think it's all kind of
smoke and mirrors and politics.
Yeah, who's got whose interest?
Exactly. But if there is a just legal system, then Trump should either win this or it should be settled out of court because George Stephanopoulos really carelessly defamed Donald Trump when he called him a convicted rapist.
Oh, you can't do that.
You can if they are you can call Mike Tyson that.
Okay, yes, but if he's not a convicted rapist, you
Right.
can't say that.
Yes. That's the worst kind of defamation there is. When you say something that is demonstrably false, like it can be proven false. It's not an opinion. They can show you that that's not correct. Like when you say convicted rapist, and you can go, I have 0 convictions on my record for that. There's a civil judgment out there that found I was liable for this woman's story, but that was bullshit too. They just, it was political. But that is still not the same as convicted R-word guy.
No.
So let's see what George Stephanopoulos said to Republican Representative Nancy Mace, who's endorsing Donald Trump. Let's see what he said that caused Donald Trump to sue him, and let's see if he has a case.
This morning, and you've endorsed Donald Trump for president. Judges and 2 separate juries have found him liable for rape and for defaming the victim of that rape. How do you square your endorsement of Donald Trump with the testimony we just saw?
Well, I will tell you,
Wait, go back 1 second. I don't think that was the part.
Judges and 2 separate juries have found him liable for rape and for defaming the victim of that rape. How do you square your endorsement of Donald Trump with the testimony we just saw?
Well, I will tell you, I was raped at the age of 16.
Why do we have to this? Like I said, this conversation is fucking weird. Because he goes into that, and then she has to go into this traumatic story from when she was 16.
In a way, if you're in politics or shit like that, we're not talking about you right now. We're talking about Donald Trump and if he did or did not do this thing, which you're on the air saying he basically did, that he wasn't convicted of, right? I don't like that. Like, we have to go into our personal shit and then make everybody feel bad because of some
You're using your traumatic thing as a shield from the question he's asking you.
I have plenty of shit I've gone through, and I still wouldn't put it to like a Trump.
Well, she's endorsing him. She's a Trump person.
Okay, if I'm going out talking to people about how hard I'm going to vote for Trump, and then I'm going to bring that shit up, I don't know. That's not fair, is it?
And any rape victim will tell you, I've lived for 30 years with an incredible amount of shame over being raped. I didn't come forward because of that judgment and shame that I felt. And it's a shame that you will never feel, George, and I'm not going to.
Whoa! Is she about to say that she wants George Stephanopoulos to get R-worded? Because that would be kind of fun.
No.
No, for me, like if that happened to George Stephanopoulos, like if Trump did it to him.
No, still.
I would be happy.
I wouldn't. That's not a good thing to say.
He's a demon.
I disavow, actually.
I actually don't.
Who's a demon?
George Stephanopoulos.
Why is he a demon?
He's a misinformation.
I don't give a shit about him.
He's a New World Order mouthpiece demon.
That doesn't mean he should be essayed.
He speaks lies, and he poisons the well of the world.
Well, having an essay visited upon him isn't going to make him any more
okay, fine.
Correct.
Then I'm Trevor Mooring it. Guillotines. How's that?
I don't care.
Okay.
It's not something I'm promoting.
I'm going to sit here on your show.
There's only one way to clean this shit up.
A flamethrower. I like that one.
Listen, the only way we're going to be able to clean this shit up is people have to be afraid. Like, we're going to have to make some powerful people scared. There's only one way to scare powerful people. Good.
And be asked a question meant to shame me about another potential rape victim. I'm not gonna do that.
It's actually not about shaming you. It's a question about Donald Trump.
No, you are shaming me.
You've endorsed Donald Trump for president.
Right.
Donald Trump has been found liable for rape by a jury. Donald Trump has been found liable for defaming the victim of that rape by a jury. It's been affirmed by a judge.
It was not a criminal court case, number one. Number two, I live with shame. And you're asking me...
How's he doing?
Stephanopoulos?
No, she said I live...
Well, I live with shame. Oh, no.
Is he all
I'm
right?
fixated on this George guy. Like, who are you?
He's an evil mouthpiece propagandist, and you're going light on him. He needs to be punished for his sins against the people.
I don't know much about him other than he's been around for
ever. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm sorry. I skipped something big. He's like been the Clinton family's main PR lackey.
I know.
Yeah. So now can we go back to what I want visited upon him, and you can say it's okay?
Dude, I can't say that here.
How about if I say I want Bill Clinton to do it to him?
You really want our channel just nuked?
No. I'm not saying, like, what if Bill Clinton did it to him? Then is it okay?
I don't care.
Because then it's in-house.
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
Question about my political choices, trying to shame me as a rape victim, and I find it disgusting.
All right, these two are both gross because he's not doing that to you.
That's what I mean. You're using your personal trauma to get like a point across.
Right. You're using it as a shield so he can't ask you tough questions, and then you're accusing him of something he's not doing, and then he's being shitty because he knows Trump wasn't legally convicted of anything, but he's still trying to use it as the sword to attack it. These people, this is why we don't get anywhere on the news. This is why we don't get anywhere in elections. We all communicate so dishonestly.
We manipulate.
We're just trying to score the argument point.
Yes.
Rather than make a point that could move the ball forward and have a discussion on serious issues.
Quite frankly, E. Jean Carroll's comments when she did get the judgment, joking about what she was going to buy, it makes it harder for women to come forward. Do
you remember when she did? I don't know if you ever saw that clip. She was on the news with her lawyers, and she was talking about what she was going to do with the money, and her lawyers had to interrupt her and be like, "Well, no, this
shopping, right?
Yeah."
Yep.
And she's like, "I'm going to buy handbags and this and that," and her lawyer's like, "Well, look, we're very serious. Jokes aside, we're very serious about this being a victim."
Honestly, get fucked. Like, that doesn't help anyone who's actually been raped and is living with like trauma from it and like doesn't want to go out in public because they don't fucking trust anyone.
Right.
Like, you don't go out on the news and say, "Oh my God, look at this money I'm getting from Trump. I'm going to go shopping."
Right. Well, you also don't behave like her and go on the news and use your own thing as like a cudgel or a defense.
Yeah, right. Don't do that.
when they make a mockery out of rape, when they joke about it.
Doesn't it make it harder for women to come forward when they?
It makes it harder when other women joke about it, and she's joked about it. I find it offensive, and I also find it offensive.
Neither of you find it offensive. That's what I hate. You're both trying to take the moral high ground by playing the victim, and it's fucking bullshit. Neither of you are offended by this. You're in media and politics. You have no souls. You have no feelings. None of this shit bothers you. It's all a football to be kicked around for your own gains and your own losses. So please stop. You're both lying. I don't like either of these two.
Nope.
I hate that, like, in politics, you're supposed to pick. I don't want to pick because usually both of them are gross.
I like doing an individual. Like I either like or dislike somebody on an individual level. I don't like the team Democrat or Republican and shit like that.
Right.
Just feeling pot committed to some.
We'll wait. We'll hold on a minute.
Somebody apparently I'm not pot committed to living right now.
No. Here comes the Reaper. All right.
Wow. Nope.
The Reaper, not the
The Ripper.
The Grapist.
No. Just stop supporting people based on their teams, though. They all fucking say shitty stuff. These two are both being really disgusting on a serious topic.
Instead that you're trying to shame me with this question.
I'm not trying to shame you
at
all. In fact,
I have dealt with this for 30 years. You know how hard it was to tell my story 5 years ago when they were doing a fetal heartbeat bill and there were no exceptions for rape, incest, or rape or incest in there? I had to tell my story because no other woman was coming forward. No rape victims were represented.
He didn't say anything about you. He was asking about the Trump. Quit making me defend George Stephanopoulos because it's gross.
You get lost in the weeds like because you're upset about your own thing.
Yeah.
And you're trying to shame me this morning.
I'm just asking.
And I find it offensive, and this is why women won't come forward.
Women won't come forward because they're defamed by those who perpetrate rape. Donald Trump
they are judged and they're shamed, and you're trying to shame me this morning. I think it's disgusting.
I'm not shaming you at all.
I told my story. It took me 25 years to tell my story. I was judged for it. I still get judged for it today.
I'm asking you very.
So she took that whole thing. And by the way, I thought George Stephanopoulos at one point said Trump was convicted, and that's where the lawsuit came from.
No, he just.
I didn't see that in that clip.
I didn't see that either. It sounds like he just. What did he even say? What was the word he used specifically?
Found liable, which he was. That's 100% true. He was found liable. By the way,
hold on. I have a question. What does it mean to be found liable of a rape?
You have criminal court, right? And then you have civil court.
Yeah, I know.
Criminal court is crimes, punishment. You're found guilty, not guilty. You go to jail or you're set free, you're acquitted. Sure. Civil court is lawsuits. And in civil court, they can't convict you of a crime. But a jury can find that you are responsible or liable for something and then award damages to the plaintiff.
Okay.
It doesn't mean you did it. It just means that those people feel you're responsible and you should pay them money. Yeah. $4.99 from Scarface says, funny watching George Greek name-calling people grapists when he literally worked for an actual grapist. It is kind of rich, isn't it?
It is. It always is.
Kind of rich. 175 away from tonight's goal. Guys, please throw in a couple of bucks because we've made, like, let's see, where were we at? 195 when the show started, so we made $20 tonight. We could have just, people are like, oh, why do you take shows off? Why do you take shows off? Like nights like tonight, like I kind of wish we would have.
I do too.
It's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed the show, but like.
I did too. I think it's been a good show. I could have done anything else though, I guess, if it wasn't important.
Yeah, I could have got caught up with some things, put tomorrow's show together, the whole deal. 175, if you guys enjoy the show, please remember to contribute a couple of bucks because we do make our bones on listener donations, and that goal number is the number that we need to keep this thing going. So knocking those out every night is very important to this program. So the last 10, 15 minutes might get a little beggy here, but that's only because we did a show all night. It hasn't gone fantastic. Of course, the show's been good. The collection plate has not been filled, so it might get a little beggy here in the last 15, 20 minutes. 175 away. Let's hit up Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo. All the links are in the chat. Super chats, memberships, gifted memberships. Let's do the non-fun part and get it to 0, and we'll go to 9:30 if we knock it out. So,
thanks, guys.
As far as the lawsuit goes, Trump has filed a defamation lawsuit against ABC and George Stephanopoulos, claiming his reputation was tarnished by the anchor saying multiple times on air that Trump has been found liable. Trump filed the lawsuit in federal court in Miami on Monday. saying Trump had been found liable for R-word when Trump was found liable for sexual abuse under New York law.
Oh, yeah. If it's two different things.
So he's using so he's using the R word, and that was not the case.
That is a word that will definitely tarnish you.
Yeah, I mean, that's an actionable word. That's for sure. In a 20-page complaint, Trump's attorney accused Stephanopoulos of making the false statements with actual malice or with a reckless disregard for the truth. The lawsuit claims these statements were distributed widely to third parties and repeated. I mean, it's kind of what the news media does. I mean, there's certainly a case there because George Stephanopoulos was using a word that was not in the actual case.
And it's a remarkably grimy word.
Well,
It's a grimy act. It's really gross. It has a lot of visuals to it. It's not good.
Yeah. I mean, people hear that word and they definitely have a vitriolic reaction to the person who's, that they're told did it.
Yes.
So we'll see. I don't know. Things like that, when it's the media and another famous person and it's a lawsuit, they usually take forever to get figured out.
They really do.
So I don't think we're actually going to see any resolution to this before, say, the election. 175 away from tonight's goal. I'm knocking on the door. I'm being obnoxious. I'm saying let's go because I'm going to really resent myself if I went on the air today for free. I'm going to really hate myself.
Yeah, guys, let's do it again.
Let's hammer it out.
Ends with a T.
Get to 0 and do overtime.
Yeah, I was going to say I would grab us another beer and a Kleenex.
Yeah, don't bother grabbing one if we're only doing 15 more minutes. Fuck that noise.
Well, I was hoping to encourage them, hey, we'd like to stay.
Yeah. I mean,
show for you.
I would love to stay, but it's not looking that way at the moment. Let's see if we can team up, gang up, knock that thing out, $5-10 at a time. Everybody throw us a couple of bucks and show your appreciation for this little program that we're doing. This one is Inglewood, California.
Always up to no good.
Yeah, that state's...
What?
Inglewood, always up to no good.
Yeah.
Even Hollywood trying to get a piece, baby. But anyway, in Inglewood, California... people may think that that's a hard Scrabble part of California.
Yes.
This next story showing that the schools, the next generation of Inglewood residents, carrying that torch very well.
Oh, so no difference.
Shall we say.
Really?
In fact, carrying that torch so well that the teachers feel like they need to get involved and threaten to defend themselves a bit.
Oh, God. You know why? Because parents won't raise their kids.
That's true. This is an absolute mess. Let's check it out while you guys click the PayPal, Streamlabs, and Venmo link and the Super Chats and the memberships and get that 175 down. We haven't been mentioning it all night, and it shows. Let's go to this story, get it done. Hopefully it's not the last thing we do tonight.
Pulling out a knife and a child in tears.
And now it is news reporter Sid Garcia.
Understanding on the playground ends with a teacher's aide pulling out a knife and a child in tears.
And now it is news reporter Sid Garcia.
Okay, but wait a minute. If the teacher's aide pulled out a knife and it stopped the kid from being a shitbag, and then the kid cried, I'm kind of okay with it.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like, but did you die?
Right. You learned a valuable lesson and you're still here.
I just put the fear of God in that kid for a second.
Kid ain't going to fuck around on the playground anymore. That's for goddamn sure.
I don't think so.
And he's going to respect the blade.
He also might be afraid of his is the elders in his life now.
Yeah. Show a little respect.
I guess fear is respect.
With his dad being gone and everything, he's going to have to learn how to fear adults differently.
It's true. It's not like his grandma's going to instill
right.
fear.
His grandma's busy. You know, she's old and shit.
She's too old.
I'm just kidding. Her grandma's probably about 38 or so. What?
Wow.
Is that?
It's a bit young.
Not for the community. And you know what else the kid learned about the old knife thing?
What?
When the teacher's aide cut his cheek slightly, he learned that once the blade has left its sheath, it cannot be returned until it has shed blood. That's the rule. He didn't make that rule up.
I guess.
You can't pull that shit and not...
I didn't know.
Can't return it dry.
I didn't know that one.
That's what I always say.
He had talked to that 7th grader and his father and his live in Inglewood with more of the story. Sid?
What is Inglewood up to?
No good.
Oh, thank you.
It allegedly happened at the school you see behind me, Beulah Payne right after PE class. And what we know...
This guy's driving me nuts and I can't figure out why.
It's his jowls.
Okay.
I hate it.
So far is simply this. As soon as the district found out what happened, it took swift action.
I was all nervous and they saw my eyes were watery.
Look at this kid. He's got a fucking chain and he's 10.
I don't want to say what this kid looks like.
A hoodlum?
No, mine was a bit worse than that.
Oh, okay.
It's not 4 here.
Does it rhyme with the thing you pull on a gun to get a bullet to come out?
No.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
And I told him that some guy pulled out a knife on me.
Ricardo Sandoval is still nervous, he says, over what happened to him on the playground at Beulah Payne Steam Academy.
He does look like a kid who was up to some shit, though.
That's not what I mean. Like, he looks like a...
Timeout? You can say that.
I don't want to.
Okay. She wanted to say cholo.
Yesterday afternoon. It was during PE, he says, that a ball accidentally hit a teacher's aide in the head. The seventh graders.
Oh, wait, hold on. What was that? The ball hit what?
Was during PE, he says, that a ball accidentally hit a teacher's aide in the head.
Fuck that. Oh. This kid's a full of shit little bastard.
No.
With his chain and his cocked hat and shit. The ball accidentally hit. You chucked a ball at a teacher's aide's head.
AIDS head?
No, he doesn't have like an AIDS head. It's a teacher's aide.
No, what does an AIDS head look like?
No, it's smaller for one, and it has lesions on it.
Lesions.
Yes, not a lot of hair. So you chucked the ball at the teacher's aide. The teacher's aide got very upset and pulled a knife on you, which goes to show that the community is full of upstanding citizens.
The seventh grader says he went to get the ball that hit the teacher. That's when he says another teacher's aide confronted him.
He said, "Give me the ball," and I said, "Why, we're playing." It was like,
fuck that. He didn't say that either.
These kids never recount stories correctly. They lie.
Kids are lying little rotten bags of shit.
It's true. We love them and stuff, but like these kids, especially when given a microphone on the news,
yeah,
they're not going to fucking tell you how it happened because they don't want to look like a bag of shit. They want the adult to look like a bag of shit.
They are liars, man. He's like, yeah, the ball accidentally hit him in the head. Uh-huh. Then the other one, I came up, I said, why would you want to take the ball? We are just playing nice.
Yeah, I bet you were.
I bet that's how you said it.
I told him it's an accident. We didn't mean to. And that's when he pulled out the pocket knife. And he said, I'm going to pop it.
The 12-year-old told...
That's way different.
This is a non-story.
You little shit.
Get out of here.
That is way different than what it's supposed to sound like. Like, you made it sound like he pulled a knife on you. You came in, you were shitty, you threw a ball at a teacher's aide.
You went to pop it.
You talked a bunch of shit, and then the teacher's aide said, I'm going to pop that ball. You little fucker.
This is a non-story. Your life is never threatened.
Told us he went to a security guard on campus to tell him what happened. And then he called his father.
Call me that.
Shock of the story.
Dude, they have matching chains. They are... Bro, his dad and him have matching chains.
Look, I know one when I see one.
He was going to get stabbed and this and that. So I'm like, I didn't know what was going on. So I just left work and to go see what in school.
That's okay.
I bet you left work.
He left work, but he had already gotten his shit done like in 20 minutes that day, so he was okay.
So embarrassing.
And all last night, he couldn't sleep. He was just
tossing and turning.
Fuck you. Lawyer speak if I've ever heard it.
Yeah. Like, he didn't let me sleep either, like, all night long.
In a written statement,
he was playing salsa music and he was cooking churros. It was obnoxious.
To Eyewitness News, a spokesperson for the Inglewood Unified School District says yesterday the district was made aware of an incident that occurred at Beulah Payne. A contracted special education aide not employed by the district was...
Lawyer speak. We didn't employ him. He's teacher's aide.
He's about to start saying his neck hurts, too.
Yeah.
Involved in a confrontation with the student. In response to this alarming situation, both our Inglewood School Police and the Inglewood Police Department worked...
Isn't that great that they have their own Inglewood School Police? That's a real nice...
You really do. You need different factions.
That's a sweet part of town if you got your own school police.
Contacted. After a thorough investigation, the aide was apprehended. And the Sandoval's tell us that the Inglewood Police Department has offered them the services of a therapist to help Ricardo deal.
Oh, fuck. The guy had a pocket knife and he said, I'm going to pop your little basketball or whatever that you're playing with. Oh, This kid is a manipulative little shit.
Now, if he had said, I'm going to pop your cherry with this, I mean, like, yeah.
That would be interesting. Then you've got yourself a legal situation. That's for sure. All right.
I'm going to grab a Kleenex right in there while you fucking yell at these people. Knock that out for us. It's a good show.
Despite popular belief, I can be helpful. Thank you, Adam. $25 from Adam. So at least we haven't made much tonight, but 150 is the number. Well, guys, get after it. We got about 7.5 minutes left. And we are 150 away. So go ahead, throw a couple of bucks in. See if you can help out a little bit. and help knock this thing out, because right now we are fucked in the ass. We'll start a new story once overtime hits. Otherwise, we won't be doing overtime tonight because we are a long ways away. Thank you, Adam, for throwing in $25. That helps. We need more of that. Optic Nerve says maybe you can hit the goal in OT. Well, overtime is the reward for knocking the goal out. Like, if you hit the goal, then we go, hey, guys, we'll stick around for another 30 minutes. So it's kind of counterintuitive. You know what I mean? Like, it's a little counterintuitive to go, well, let's do the overtime. Here you go. Killer Kowalski says, do you accept Cash App? Well, let's do this. Cash App. There you go. I just put it in the chat for you there, Killer Kowalski, if you'd like to do that. Otherwise, $150 away. We've got, 6.5 minutes until we run out of time here. 150 is the number. If you guys want to help us knock it out, that would be great. We've got a lot of stuff for overtime. We've got a school bus driver on tape threatening to beat the shit out of students, quote, kick their ass, and choke them. He was having a bad day. Also, a trans person gets beat up at a Kanye West show. I didn't know Kanye had trans people at his shows. I didn't know he had trans fans. You wouldn't think so, as based as he is. Also, a bunch of Jewish Hollywood creatives are denouncing Johnathan Glazer's Oscars speech. So, you know the stereotype of, like, Jews run Hollywood? And every time you say that, Jews get mad, and that's a stereotype, and that's wrong. But one Jewish guy at the Oscars went, I'm renouncing being a Jew because of what Israel does. And then Jewish people who make up a small sliver of the population go, we may not run Hollywood, but 450 of us who are in high places at Hollywood are signing a piece of paper condemning this motherfucker and basically kicking him out of Judaism. It's always mixed signals with the whole Jews run Hollywood thing. When it's convenient, they want it to be known. When it's an insult, they want it to be a stereotype and they want to be protected. Like, I always say my favorite one was the Gary Oldman one, where Gary Oldman said, well, you know, everyone knows that Jews run Hollywood, and if you run afoul of them, they might not give you roles, so you got to be nice to the Jews. And then Jews went, we don't run Hollywood, Gary Oldman, and if you don't apologize, we'll make sure you don't work here anymore. And it's like, whoa, wait, which one is it?
Oh, no, I don't run Hollywood. I'm just going to make sure you get totally fired because all my other Jew friends run Hollywood.
Yeah, are you making sure that people know you don't run Hollywood, or are you kicking a guy out of Hollywood for saying that? Biden crime family says, here you go, boss, and throws in $50. Nice. Thank you, Biden crime family, for the generosity. All right, guys, we're only $100 away from tonight's goal. Not so bad now. 4.5 minutes left to go. Let's see if we can knock that out. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants, etc. If you guys want to throw in, the links are there, and we are only 100 away with about 5 minutes to go. This could get interesting. Let's see if we can do it. 30 minutes of overtime on the line if we knock this out. Andrea says, deep breaths, April. Yeah, if you're nervous about the goal tonight.
I always say I'm not nervous, and I figure you guys have got us.
MSO says April looks like a 60s Pan Am stewardess. I'd go with that.
Is it good? I don't know if I like it or not, but it was really cheap.
You got down here too late for me to tell you, but yes,
it was really a clearance shirt, and I liked it.
Very nice. Yay for April tummy. Someone save the show. I would, but I'm a filthy poor, says T. Jefferson.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, look, man, $5-10 here and there is very nice. We appreciate that. April, if bonus hour, maybe a bikini segment. We've got we had all those yoga videos and stuff today, and it I think it inspired April a little bit, but she doesn't know how quite yet.
Yeah, I don't mind that kind of thing at all, actually, but I made me feel like I should save that for, like, hot tub streams, because I don't really care one way or another. Like, oh, you want to see me in a bikini? Cool. Like, everyone's seen it. You can go to my Instagram and see it. It's fine.
Sure.
But, like, I don't really care about all the people who get all butthurt that I wore a bikini. And the only thing I can assume is, like, you don't like how you look in a bikini, and you're upset that I looked however I did.
Yeah, like, don't make me part of your problem.
Well, yeah, it's fine. Like, if you don't like you, that's not my problem.
Right.
Go away.
$100 away from tonight, and we've got 2.5 minutes left to go. So this could be another one where we cut it pretty close.
Yeah.
100 away. Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Any way you want to give this show money would be great. And all of a sudden, we're only 100 away. You guys can do this thing, and if we do it, we'll add another 30 minutes onto the clock. If not, in 2 minutes, we'll head out a little early today and get a little extra time in our evening. How's that? Andrea says, I'm a one-piece kind of gal.
You know, it is interesting. I don't like them because I think they feel really uncomfortable. If you can pull one off, that's an achievement because they look goofy on some people.
Yeah.
I think you have to be in good shape.
James with $5 over on Cash App. Someone asked for our Cash App, and I gave it to him, so he threw $5 at us. 95 away from tonight's goal. Now it's looking interesting.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes left. $95 away from tonight's goal. Do we get there? Do we not? Let's see if you guys can team up and do this thing. Streamlabs, PayPal. CJ with $20 says, doing my part. Thank you, CJ. $80 away. Here we go. We're getting close. We are getting close. Aaron, go find a guy. April, go spread corn, says Glory Days. That's
go spread corn.
I don't think do you spread corn? All right, here we go. 1 minute and 30 seconds to go, and $80 away from tonight's goal. $80 away. Hobo says, damn it, I was rooting for MSO. He's still got a chance to win.
Are we at the point now where did I fuck up and like the only way that we can knock out a goal would be like, oh, let's do
no, because we've been
segment? There's no way. Like
sometimes you miss by a
all
little
the shows
bit.
are really good.
Sometimes you miss by a little bit. It happens. $80 away. We've still got a minute, 60 seconds to get inside of $50 and extend this thing by a half hour. You guys can do this or don't. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, links are in the chat and at the top of the page.
Oh my God, Laundry Room took off his caps lock. I do like Laundry Room.
Holy shit, he did. Oh my God, Laundry Room. This is a big night.
And he said, how is April going to see my chats? Now I saw it.
All right, Sid with $30. Thank you very much, buddy.
Thank you.
So that gets us right to the $50 line. You guys got to get us inside of 50, and then we can keep this thing going for 30 minutes. So somebody just throw in a little bit. We've got 20 seconds. 20 seconds to go in regulation. Will we get there? $50 away. Get it in.
The Mike guy from this morning is back, and he says, time's up.
Hey, Mike.
Well, hey.
You guys, we got a couple seconds here left. Got to get inside of 50 or we're done. We've got 5 seconds left.
Poster does not
3,
like him.
2. Cody Thompson says, does this help? Absolutely.
Yeah.
$15 away from tonight. And we're doing a half hour of overtime.
Do you want a beer now?
I will take a beer.
Guys, thank you. It was really nice. Now I want to see Poster and Laundry Room having it out.
Yes, let's have you guys fight.
A fight in the laundry room could be fun. As long as the dryer's running. No, wait. It would be the washer, wouldn't it? Is that the whole...
No, it's the dryer.
No, I thought it was the old housewife thing was the washer on the spin cycle.
I thought the dryer gets rocking.
No, I think it's the washer on the spin cycle when it's like spinning the water out.
That's funny because I thought it was the drum on the dryer that vibrated.
Now I don't know.
Could be both.
I've never tried it out either. Have you?
April, I don't have a clit.
You have a butthole.
You know what? April is right. I do indeed have a butthole.
You got a booty hole.
I do have a butthole.
Allegedly.
And
that thing is terrifying.
What's nice is April leaves it alone.
Do I?
She's respectful. She's a respectful gal. All right, boys and girls, $15 away from tonight's goal. You guys knock that out in the next half hour, and we've got ourselves a victory. Oh, somebody sent Jake Owen, Barefoot Blue Jean Night. That's a great one, too. This is a good one. Love this one. Haven't heard it in a while. We got the studio line is bumping tonight. There we are. Oh, God, why are you guys sending me pictures, motherfucker? God damn it. MSO says, make him sweat that $15. I have bad news, MSO. When it gets down to like 30, 20, 15, like that's, if they knock it out, great. It's really more of an autism thing for me. It's more like, get it down to 0 because that's like visually more comfortable for me to deal with. But like in terms of like the actual numbers, it's not The worst thing in the world. Beluzier becoming a member for his 21st month. Says April needs a couple see-through tops to model for an overtime. April's got a lot of really sexy stuff. Look, it's no secret. We have a lot of very good friends, and our friends are all lovely people. And both people who stream and like our friends in our private lives. Like all just really cool, attractive, wonderful human beings. We don't hang out with ugly people. I'm just kidding. I'm here. But yeah, April goes shopping with her girlfriends, and sometimes April goes shopping by herself, and she comes back with some killer shit. It is it's very nice to be married to a woman who's very fashion forward and knows what she likes and likes the way things look on her. How's that? Paul R. Nelson says, but you still really want that 15. They have Galaxy Vibe Celsius. You know what, Paul R. Nelson? I don't like the Galaxy Vibe Celsius as much as I like what's the Peach Vibes, I think it is. Why do you make me sound so gay? I don't like this. Dub, becoming a member for his 11th month, says, best morning show, hands down. Thank you, buddy. Paul R. Nelson says, try the Rainstorm Valencia Orange. You won't be disappointed. You know what? I'm going to write that down. It's fun to watch Paul R. Nelson become the shitbag he used to be and then become like a fan shitbag, like more in the vein of a hobo chili recipe. I always knew I liked that guy. Biden crime family becoming a member for 21 months. Thank you, sir. Now do a damn good story. I will, ladies, man. I'm waiting for April to get back. I don't like starting these and then April gets down here and I have to I don't like that I have to restart them. April, it doesn't matter. It's up top where the shit normally is. We have overtime to do for these people and I can't start a story without you here because I don't want to have to restart it. She's yelling. She just yelled, where's my brandy? Like, first of all, that's a 95-year-old man thing to say. Where's my brandy? Second of all, if you can't find it in like 30 seconds, fuck it, piss on it, get back down here. We'll worry about it later. The next one we've got, by the way, is this bus driver who threatened to choke a bunch of kids, which I don't know how much of a story that is. Because technically, shouldn't all bus drivers want to choke their kids that they drive around? I mean, it's a thankless job. So you drive these little fuckers around all day. They do nothing but annoy the shit out of you. And then you get done with the job, and if you drink too much the night before and you show up, a little buzzed for work, they're going to fire you. The fuck? All right, I'm starting the story. Fuck it. Let's go ahead and watch this one. We are in overtime. After all, you guys paid for it. $15 away from knocking it out. Thank you.
Plea in court for a substitute Liberty bus driver accused of choking a student before starting his route home from school.
All right, so that was just to let the other kids know.
I thought it was upstairs. That's all.
No, I put it away because it belongs.
I thought it was going to be funny because I
up
was
in the
wearing a
thing.
grandma sweater and I was going to have a little brandy like an old person.
That's very nice,
And
but you understand my conundrum as the host.
It wasn't where it was when I saw it last.
But if I start a story and you're not here, I have to restart the thing when you're
I
here.
listen. That's why I bring my shit.
So you're moderately leaving me hanging.
No, I literally listened to it. I've told you that.
Okie dokie, off we go. I'm going to restart this. And we can fire away for overtime here. Thank you guys very much for your support. I do appreciate it.
Yeah, I do
A
too.
not guilty plea in court for a substitute Liberty bus driver accused of choking a student before starting his route home from school.
See, I like that he does it beforehand. If you do it at the end, the kids forget about it. If you start choking little fuckers before the route starts, everyone knows to behave. Then you guarantee you get a quiet ride home.
Yeah, but also if you just be a cunt until you have to choke a kid, like I like that they have to sit and live in fear for a while too.
Well, that's what you do if you choke them first.
Well,
if you
that way you don't have to commit a crime first. You can just make them scared.
If you choke them at the end, you've allowed them to run amok and just control the place for, how long is a bus route, an hour?
Not for everyone.
I don't remember.
It can be 5 minutes to fucking 55
No, I mean the
minutes.
whole thing. Like, how long does the whole thing take?
Some of them can be a couple hours. They're
Okay,
crazy.
Whatever. So whatever it is, you let them run amok and be demons the whole time, and then you choke one kid at the end. That doesn't have a lot of impact. They get on the bus and one kid throws one wad of paper at somebody and you just like Homer Simpson strangle that little fuck. Now everybody's going to behave for the rest. You just bought yourself an hour of really nice alone time.
Dude, look, I never would touch a kid that way. I've never hurt a kid. But like I can see how a bus driver would be at the end of his fucking rope with kids. I remember like I had an hour-long bus ride and which is shitty because the school was maybe 10 minutes from my house. But they make you go around to like pick up everybody.
Well, you live in a small town. It's spread out.
Yeah. But like I watched some real shitty kids.
Yeah.
And I really I became like a teacher's pet, but for my bus driver and stuff. So I was always up front talking to her. And I would watch her fucking just scream at kids for just the smallest things some days because she's just fucking had it with them.
Yeah.
I get it. I get why bus drivers drink. I get why they're just crabby all the time. And if you're a substitute bus driver, you're extra. Like,
if you're a substitute,
I had a substitute bus driver who was just fucking angry all the time. He was so mad.
But if you're a substitute, your life hasn't gone the way you wanted it to.
Right.
So you're angry.
How did you...
to begin with.
What street did you have to turn down in life to be a substitute bus driver?
Right. You couldn't be a bus driver.
I don't know. Like, is that... I always wondered, like, okay, so is that you kind of like spending time with kids?
Meth and heroin mostly. Then you're kind of building your way back up.
They're all kind of heavy. I don't think you can do meth and heroin and be...
Maybe you're right. Maybe that's mechanics, bus mechanics. But anyway, a substitute bus driver, you really don't want to piss them off because, like, think about the world that a substitute bus driver lives in and ask yourself this question. What the fuck do they have to lose?
I don't know.
What can you do as a substitute bus driver that's going to make you go, oh, this, if I take this action, it'll make my life worse?
You and I have covered so many, like, drunken bus driver stories, too. I don't really know. That you're right. How does that make your life worse if you get in trouble for something?
I understand that, too. I understand the bus drivers being pulled over and they're hammered stories. I get them.
Yeah. I never had an issue with the bus drivers who would drop all their kids off at a school or they're done with their route or whatever. And then it's their free time, not a kid in sight, and they go to a liquor store and pick up booze.
Right.
As long as you don't drink and drive.
Oh, no, I'm going all the way. I understand. It's not good. You shouldn't do it. But I understand a bus driver being giving up and being totally shit-faced for a route. That job must suck ass.
I mean, it
those
probably
little
does,
monsters
but...
are total rat bastards, and you got to sit there and listen to every fucking word day in, day out. Look, if you do it the first month or even the first quarter of the school year, you're a pussy. I get it. But if you're beating the shit out of these kids and choking them and blacking out and drinking like in March, I understand.
You know who I think the worst kids are on the bus, by the way? Like
the black ones. No, I was guessing. I don't know. I wasn't saying. That's not my opinion.
Why would I ever? I didn't have any black kids on my bus.
Oh, thank God, right?
I lived in Litchfield. There was like 2 of them in the whole town.
Yeah, okay. And they went on a different bus.
Yeah, segregation and all.
Yeah.
No.
They still had it in Litchfield. Don't tell anybody. They're trying to thwart the law.
We had slave auctions and everything. I tell you, but you don't remember.
They're not trying to. They're not trying to tell the outside world because they'll shut it down.
Shut it down. Okay. No, the middle schoolers. They're a problem because the littler kids are really timid on the bus sometimes because I think they're scared of the older kids on the bus.
Sure.
But then those middle schoolers are just kind of bags. Why are you looking at me like that?
No, I had a burp waiting in my chest.
You really got this like weird, funky like.
Because I was focusing on the burp that was coming and you were supposed to just keep talking and not out me.
You added me this morning.
I had a gurgle burp in my chest and it hurt a little.
Gurgle burp. Yeah. Gurgle burps in hold. Fun.
Tell your fucking
It's replacing
bus story.
Loaf Piggy. No, there used to be like intimidating high schoolers that would dress all goth on my bus and wear like what are those pants called?
I bet you guys loved the same kind of music.
No.
Yeah,
they were like the screamo like metal kids with piercings and shit.
So the better music.
Those guys scared the fuck out of me, so I always stayed the fuck away, and then the little kids are quiet and scared, and then the middle schoolers just didn't give a fuck. They'll come up to you and touch you. They'll fucking touch your shit and all that. And
are you gonna live?
Your pants.
I'm trying to get some air. I'm hot.
Take them off.
Liberty School District confirmed to parents the driver's been fired since that incident.
What? You mean the bus driver who choked the kid got fired? I don't believe you. Is there no due process anymore?
Jacob Kittlestat's live at Heritage Middle School now.
Kittlestat.
Looks like Zelensky from Tommy Boy.
All right, I'm here to tell you that at this school, there's a bus driver, and he's choking the shit out of kids. And if your bus is running a little funky, and that's got you choking kids, then you need to stop by Zelensky's Auto Parts. I make car parts for the American working man because that's who I am, and that's who I care about.
Very good.
Truth is, I make car parts for the American working man because I'm a hell of a salesman, and he doesn't know any better. All right, send him
Sounds very Jewy, the voice.
Send him a bottle of champagne with a nice card and have it read, sorry about your nads, get drunk on me, use the ice to ice your marbles.
Yeah, that's right, Lauren. And the driver said that this student was disobeying commands, mouthing off. But what happened next is laid out in court documents, with that driver accused now of choking that student in a seat near the rear of the bus, with other students seeing it happen.
Choking in the rear.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
but
buses
what did he
leave
do,
Heritage
though?
Middle School a little before 3, a timeline corresponding to criminal charging documents where 67-year-old Scott Livingston...
Oh, yeah, that looks like a guy with a short fuse.
That guy's got a short fuse. You know why? He's been a bus driver for probably like 20 years.
Well, I was going to say maybe he just got out of jail for racketeering for the mafia back in the 70s and 80s.
You think so?
Yeah, he looks a little... He looks like he maybe has some dark shit in his
He
past.
looks like he has really thin facial skin or something because those wrinkles are laying weird.
It's called
You see that?
Hey, babe. It's called getting old.
No, but I feel like even so, like he looks like he has paper mache for skin. You keep looking at me
I was thinking
a
about
certain way.
something. That shirt.
Yeah.
You know who could share that shirt with you? You know who'd look great in that shirt? Kiki would look great in that shirt. That's a Kiki shirt.
It's not an April shirt.
No, it's an April shirt, 100%.
Is that why you've been looking at me weird? Like,
No, it's a
just
great
aesthetic.
shirt. It's a very sexy shirt.
I love it. It was $12, and it's like a really thick, cute sweater.
It's really cute. No, it looks great on you.
I'm a thrift shopper.
Yeah. You do a great job. I was singing your praises down here while you were upstairs.
Really?
Yeah, Miss I listen while I'm up there.
I can't hear
You
compliments. 'cause
fucking liar.
I don't know how to deal with compliments.
I just caught you in a lie.
Well, I was frantic looking for this shit. I truly do bring my phone upstairs because
First
I'm
sign
like,
of
if I'm
health-
gonna pee, or if I'm gonna like have to get us some snacks or food or drinks or something, I have to listen because I'm gonna be gone a minute or two. I miss a lot.
Physical with a student. He
Yes,
told
that was
investigators
my
mouthing off.
thesis.
The two then fell into the
I hate you.
adjacent seat, in which a struggle ensued, and Livingston ended up on top of the victim.
I was going
Security
southern,
arrived, and after removing the
but-
involved student from the bus, security made
Hold on, let me untangle.
No. Now the
Sometimes-
moment's gone.
Sometimes it gets
No,
very
that is so
squirrely.
annoying when you're trying to grab a dude's dick, you know, and like they're just no, I don't want you to touch it right now. 'cause
Well, no,
it's
we
all
want it
jammed
to.
up in
We
your
want it.
pants.
We want it to be presented
No.
nice, so we want to free it. Sometimes it's all
But
tangled
now,
up.
don't you understand that all like spontaneity is gone from
We
the
get
moment?
that. We do
You've
get
wrecked
that.
the moment.
We do get that. But here's the thing: we want our shit to be presented nice.
How about we know what it looks like? Just let us touch it.
It's a fair, both are. I
That's
believe.
so fucked up when you've been
No.
with a dude and you're like, okay, I know what it looks like when it's soft, cold, warm, hard, mad, angry, oozing. I don't know.
Aggressive.
Shooting, ropes. Like, I know what it looks like. Can't I just touch it?
Yes.
No? The
But
answer's no.
what
You've got to
we-
fucking be an egomaniac and let me fucking fluff that bitch first.
We're not fluffing. You're going.
You
Look,
used to say that.
it's squirreling. It's bunching up, and you're like, here, let me get that out for you. Ah, there we go. Now it's let loose. You know, just swing.
It's squirreling.
Yeah, it squirrels
What
up.
in the actual
like
fuck?
it, like a curled up squirrel, or like how Gordy sleeps. Like it's all tangling in.
Oh, I forgot. I went upstairs and he looked sus like he had to go potty and I forgot.
What do you do?
Poor guy.
request. He told Livingston to not drive away, but Livingston continued with a bus full of students. The students were then forced to call 911 until the bus came to a stop.
Oh shit!
Oh my god.
Oh, they had to pull him
This
over.
is where the bus stopped about 5 minutes away.
Hold on,
with
pause it,
police-
pause it. They said that the guy choked him in the rear of the bus, right?
And then went back up and drove the bus.
What I'm hearing, though, is that the students had to call 911 because the
He
bus
took off.
hadn't stopped.
No. He stopped the bus. He went back and choked the student. Then he went back up and kept driving the bus. The students told him, "Stay here. You have to stay here."
That would make a little more sense because to me
Yeah,
it sounded
let's go
like he
back here.
just...
was mouthing off. The two then fell into the adjacent seat, in which a struggle ensued, and Livingston ended up on top of the victim.
Ew.
Security arrived, and after
God.
removing the involved student from the bus, security made a request. He told Livingston to not drive away.
Oh, the security told him to not drive away. Livingston kept going.
Oh.
And then
Livingston
911
continued with a bus full of students. The students were then forced to call 911 until the bus came to a stop. This is where the bus stopped,
Groom
about
Street.
5 minutes away, with police.
Groom Street is a bad place to take a bus full of kids.
Yeah, actually, that's a terrible street to be following on one of your students in the bus.
Otherwise known as
if you're the
Hollywood.
adult.
Officers saying that children ran from the bus crying and screaming when the doors opened.
Yeah, you fucking learned, didn't you? Don't be a mouthy little bastard, and you won't get choked the fuck out.
This is a good advertising promotion for this
Missouri
guy.
Organic Recycling. Nice.
Livingston later told officers he normally drove longer routes on coach buses, but he was filling in on the school routes. The principal of the middle school issued multiple statements to parents following the Thursday incident, saying,
You know how many fucking phone calls that principal had to field? I heard that the children were choked by the bus. I would say, look, it was one student and he was being a cunt. It was little Jimmy Wilson. And
Yeah.
they were like, oh, that kid's a piece of shit.
I'm never inclined to like throw a teacher or a bus driver or someone like under the bus first. I would like to hear what the student did.
Every time I hear an adult in an educational setting strangled a child, I always want to hear their side of the story first.
I have to imagine that kid did something fucking awful.
Right. I don't think that teachers and bus drivers go around like, oh, I'm going to strangle a fucking kid today. You got to do something to push that button inside of a grown man.
Not only that, if that button's going to be pushed and you're going to strangle that kid, you'd think it had to be something that's worth it.
Right. Like, I'll fucking get fired for this one.
Yeah. You'll fuck and get fired.
Sorry that this incident took place for not only the student involved, but also the other students that were present on the bus and witnessed the incident.
Yeah, but those students learned a valuable lesson that day. Don't fuck around on this bus. You see this bus?
Don't fuck with Kumia.
You see this bus?
It's a bus driver.
You don't fuck around on this bus, all right? You tell all your friends, you come in here, you don't fuck around on this bus. I want you to open that door with his fucking head. I want to watch Casino tonight.
So that driver is now charged with fourth-degree assault. He's out on a $500 bond. And again, Lauren, today he did plead not guilty at his arraignment on.
Well, I like that. It's like, I didn't do anything wrong. The
This is
evidence
a cute
will
sweater.
show that kid is a motherfucking dickbag asshole.
Look at my little sweater. It's so.
It's a very cute sweater.
You want one?
Do I want one of those sweaters?
Yeah, you want to be matchy?
I don't know if I can pull it off.
Technically, you can pull it off. It's a sweater.
That's thank you very much to, excuse me, Broke Degen.
Come on, I'm over here.
Broke Degen becoming a steel toe bro. Thank you very much. $10 away from tonight's goal. If you guys want to be the one to knock it out, that means I like you. My Lost Interest says, Aaron, that sweater compliment was the worst compliment ever, but nice save.
Yeah, that was really bad, actually.
The one while you were upstairs?
No, the one down here.
Oh, the Kiki one?
Yeah, that's not how you compliment a girl. Like, you're telling her, like, oh, yeah, you know who should share that sweater with you because she'd look good in it?
You and your friends share clothes. You and your friends try each other's clothes on.
But then you say, hey, you and so would both really look nice in that.
The compliment.
You don't say, hey, you know who should wear that sweater, Kiki.
No, that's not what I meant.
That's what you said.
The part two, that was part two of a two-part compliment. Part one that you were upstairs for was April wears really fucking sexy clothes and she knows what looks really good on her, and it's great to be married to someone like that, and she tries them on and they look amazing, and she's very fashion forward.
Yeah. I can rock anything from like raggy, like holy jeans and a Carhartt cut off and make it look good to this bullshit and dresses. I don't know.
It all looks great.
I try to be like aware of what looks nice at least.
Owl B. Joshin says, no spillies, please.
I did not. I even licked the bottle so there's no drippies.
Hobo Chili says, so we are correct. When girls get together, it's a lesbian pillow fight. In a way.
No, it's just a lot of trying on clothes together.
Yeah, in a way.
Like, oh my God, you look so good in this color. Oh, this cut's so nice on you. Oh, your tits look better in this shirt than me. You should have this shirt.
You know it's going to be a good night when they call the guys up. They go,
Let's
guys,
just get really drunk and try on clothes for the boys.
hey guys, you guys want to watch us try on clothes? Oh no, I couldn't tonight. And then all of a sudden it's two guys sprinting and knocking each other out of the way to get up there
Oh
first.
God, this is better cold. You're actually supposed to drink this one cold.
April, it's brandy. You're supposed to drink it when you're about to die. It's a very old person.
Are you putting
drink.
that evil on me now? Am I about to die?
No, you're far too young to be drinking brandy.
I'm far too young to be feeling this damn old.
Yes, exactly.
Tell me I have shitty music taste one more time.
I told you 60 to 65% of your music taste is very good.
One more.
30 to 35% is egregiously bad.
One more time.
Who is that?
Blink 182.
Yes,
I miss you.
Blink 182 is...
That song fucks. I love that song.
Blink is mid.
Fuck you.
I'm sorry.
You don't like anything I
Babe,
like, and it breaks my heart.
I grew up with all that shit. It got overplayed.
Every clipper out there right now, see their age gaps catching them.
April. Blink 182 was so overplayed. They weren't as good as they were presented, and it ruined them for me. That's the problem. I like System of a Down. I probably would like System of a Down a lot more if when I was in middle school and high school.
I like Tantrum.
They weren't around every fucking 3 minutes. You couldn't get away from them. I still like them.
Nickelback is still chugging along.
Fucking love Nickelback.
Hey, those
dude.
bitches are overplayed as hell.
I know. I don't know why that one didn't get rid. But I didn't get rid of that one. I love Nickelback. They're fantastic.
Try to get a sentence out sometime.
Should I?
Yeah, Travis Barker's pretty fucking.
Well, God's kind of.
He's like pretty much the other MGK, but with dark hair.
No, he's more sensible.
Get fucked. Look him up.
Phantom. No, not the look. I mean, as a person,
the
the personality. MGK is a try-hard little douche. Well, big douche. But like that, there's nothing more cringe than that Howard Stern clip where he's talking about ayahuasca. And you're like, first of all, stop listening to Joe Rogan so much. We get you want to do ayahuasca. I did ayahuasca. Did you fucking really? Please develop an interesting personality. Please. Aaron Rodgers, I do ayahuasca to get ready in the off season. Shut the fuck up.
I hate anyone who talks about ayahuasca.
Right?
That's retarded.
Yeah, it's cringe.
Anyone who's like, oh my God, I smoke so much weed, bro, or I do all the ayahuasca. Like, don't brag about your goddamn drug use. Like, if you want to do the fucking ayahuasca stuff, like, can you just keep that to yourself?
Please say ayahuasca like that again.
Ayahuasca. Why is it everyone who goes on Joe Rogan or Howard Stern now, it's got to be the ayahuasca trips?
Because Joe and Howard are either old or getting old, and they got to do interesting
Are you talking about your goddamn magic mushrooms? Like, it's always the magic mushrooms and the ayahuascas and the hippie weird shit. I'm like, can you just stop with the shit? You just go live.
I know. I'm trying to be conservative about this criticism because I just realized one of my friends just talked about one of those items, and I was
really,
yeah.
I didn't hear about this. Can I?
One of my friends, yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
One of my friends asked about DMT recently, and I was like, "Oh no!"
I don't fucking know what that is.
It's like in Iowa. It's the
I don't know what
the mind
is.
trippy shit.
I don't know what. I know that kratom is like a leaf, but I don't know what it does.
No, I'm being nice because it was. Whenever one of my sometimes your friends will say something like, "What did my friend Donnie said something to us?"
Could you not fucking say their names when we're talking about like that? Type
No,
of
it wasn't drugs. No, this wasn't drugs. It was no, he did it. We were there. They liked somebody that we always thought was cringe.
Okay.
And we were like, "Oh no, not you." And that always embarrassed. It was Tom Segura. But then we watched his stand up and we were like, "Oh, this is actually pretty funny."
Yeah, Segura was actually all right.
Segura was I've always thought he was a cringe douche cuz like the Red Bars of the world, were like, "This guy sucks." Let's go to let's see what Scarface has for us.
Call from
Scarface.
What's going on, man? That was douchey. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
When are you getting that sippy cup out of your P.O. box?
You're right. Has it arrived?
Yes, it has. It arrived like 3 days ago.
Well, you should have said something. We can go tomorrow.
Yeah, then tomorrow we'll go to the P.O. box, and for the Friday show, we'll have it. God damn it, Hobo.
Listen. If that fucking sippy cup does not have loaf piggy on it, send it fucking back.
Okay.
I want my money back.
All right, I'll package it back up and send it back to you if it doesn't have loaf piggy on it.
All
right. Thank you, buddy.
Later.
All right. Here we go. By the way, $10 away from tonight. We may hit it. We may not. $10 is not like a crazy. It's pretty much zero. And plus MSO then can claim a win. And
yeah,
that's fine.
I mean, I guess so.
Nana says, I don't understand this, therefore it's wrong. Aaron and April. I didn't say it's wrong.
Nope, I don't give a shit. Honest to God, if somebody wanted to do that shit and they're not hurting anyone, I don't care. It's more the going out and talking about it. I don't give a fuck if anyone fucking smokes a pound of weed a day as long as they don't brag about it.
Yeah.
I really don't care. But that's what you always say about like the weed bro guys.
Right.
Like go fucking smoke your weed like an adult quietly. You don't have to talk about it. That's all I'm saying. Don't go brag about your ayahuasca trips or your DMT. Like that shit might be fucking magical. Like maybe it's a religious experience. I don't care. But you don't need to talk about it.
It's
like,
the same as like when people drink a lot and they start giving you the list of what they drank. Like, oh, I had so many shots and I had 14 beers. It's like, yeah, we're adults too. We drink beer sometimes.
Right, yeah. I've had a few drinks, but like I don't feel like telling everyone how many drinks I had in a night.
Right. Because then when you go driving, people are going to call you in. All right, guys, we got 3 minutes left. We got $10 we got to get, or we get our MSO ends up winning, which is fine.
Overtime's over already.
Overtime's just about over, but somebody's going to come up with $10 in the next 2 minutes, and we're going to call this thing a W, whether it's Super Chat, Streamlabs, PayPal, whatever. Throw in $10. Let's call this thing a win, and let's go in tonight. Let's go this week, knocking out every goal in the evening shows. Thank you, boys and girls. So, yes, 1 minute and 30 seconds. Let's just sit here patiently while that last 10 comes in. I do want to play this fucking Jewish clip.
Wow.
The clip of the guy from the Oscars.
Oh, yeah, play this one. It's not that long.
No. This is, no, there's more to it, though.
Oh.
It's,
I liked this clip, though.
I got to find the actual, I got to make sure.
If
Jewish
only
guy.
people could see how goddamn twitchy you are, they would stop talking about me.
So, like, this guy said he is embarrassed to be a Jew or whatever because of what Israel does. And now a bunch of Jews in Hollywood have signed a big petition against him. It's fucking great. 1 minute left in tonight's show. We're going to get out of here in 60 seconds, guys. Anybody got a quick 10 to throw in to make it officially to zero out the scales? Whether it's Super Chat, PayPal, whatever. Otherwise, MSO is going to get a win in about a minute. Red Fox Matt says, did you count my $5 during the intro music? Yes, I did, buddy. I did count that.
I like Stevie J. There was a Jewish guy at the Oscars.
Weird, right?
I really am thrilled that everyone liked this sweater so much. I was fully prepared to have people hate it.
30 seconds. Do we have that last 10? Or is MSO getting himself a nice little $10 win and we got to do some overtime tonight? That's a nice win-win for everybody. What do we have? 20 seconds left? You've already won. You were 175 off the goal with 6 minutes till. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a win-win.
Come on.
If we don't knock out. Oh, Yule Gibbons. There we go. Thank you, buddy. All right, we're done.
Thank you so much.
We're doing it. We did it. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. for the Thursday show. And sorry about that, MSO. You can try again.
Oh, he's crying.
I mean, it literally went to the last 5 seconds, the poor fucking guy. All right. April, thank you very much.
Thanks, boss.
And to the rest of you, we will talk to you at 6 in the morning, bright and early.